That looks familiar.
No. Oh, that's what I hate about live shows, man. I work so hard to get this stuff right. But we're going to try this again. I worked really hard to have that right, and I played the wrong intro, and I feel some kind of way about it. So we was gonna play that intro regardless. What's going on, people? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are Grown Age Geeks, and tonight we have a special treat for you. We have a conversation that I've wanted to have for a while, and it's something that has kind of been on my mind in the background, but it finally came to the forefront, and I was able to put it all together exactly what I wanted to discuss. We will be talking about bad acting or bad movies, good actors in bad films. But before that, we ask, of course, that you like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. Teresa has the magic square. She's got the magic square. Just click the QR code and let's see, your left arm, just left arm, straight up. Boom.
There you go.
He's got the magic square. Of course, we ask that you click our QR code. That's where you can find us everywhere we are, and we would love to have you. We have our chat wide open, so everybody feel free to hop in there and be in the chat. Talk with us there open. If you got things to say.
That's crazy.
Yes. I had time today, as you can tell, and I'm mad because my energy is high. Feeling good. First off, we actually have a special guest tonight. We have Phil, the Blurred Explorer, a well-traveled gentleman who has written a couple of books helping you find your way around when you were traveling overseas. Phil's going to tell us a little bit about the book. We're going to ask a couple of questions and give him a moment to kind of let us know what's what. So, Phil, it's a pleasure having you on, man. Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you very much for y'all having me. For those who don't know, my name is Philip Brooks. I go by the Blur Explorer on TikTok and Instagram. My content, my theme is really Black traveler, Black gamer, Black foodie, Black author, now Black teacher, and all Black everything. So I lived in Korea, South Korea. I just moved back to the USA last year. I know I picked a bad time to come back. But I live in Korea. I went to Korea back in May of 2016. And I left South Korea in June of 2025 to move back to the USA after 9 years over there.
Okay, wow, 9 years.
Yes.
That is okay. That's what's up.
My daughter was stationed out there. She absolutely loved Korea.
Yeah.
Loved it, raved about it. Yeah, I don't know why you came back, man.
Right. No, listen, I had to come back for the cons, man. I've been trying to go to DreamCon, BlurredCon and stuff.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Listen, I had to be around my people.
I understand.
Listen, there are Black folks living out there in Korea, Japan, all of them. That's cool. But one of the things, I'm pretty sure will probably be a question about it too. But what made me decide to move back to the USA really is one, so for those who know, I taught ESL, which is like English as a second language. So I taught English over there in Korea for 9 years. That was my main gig. And teaching English abroad in Asia is definitely a rewarding and fun experience. But it's one of those scenarios where it's like, it's fun to do while you're in your 20s. But when you're in your 30s and up, it's like, okay, I got to do something else. You know what I mean? So it's like the big reason I made the push to become, and got my teach certification because I figured, hey, I like teaching ESL. I like working with kids. So why not do it full time? Get my license, do it stateside, get a pension out of it.
Makes perfect sense. And that is a honorable profession and much needed. Yes. Much needed. And it's always, and I personally feel it's always important to not only have educators, but intelligent educators, and especially Black men educators.
Very, very. Funny enough, I'm a teacher in Atlanta. At my school, particularly, this past school year, we had including myself, in total about 11 Black men working as teachers in my school.
Wow.
Yeah, and I work in elementary school too, so I'm like, damn, I'm surprised how many we were here. I was expecting like 2, 3 at best.
Right.
We had about a lot more. I'm like, damn, okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and of course, I got some points because some kids know me that lived in Korea. They asked a question about that. Then I knew the anime and cosplay and Pokemon, so they know that's what my thing too. And yes, the kids do be roasting me hard because one of the students asked me earlier this year when I shaved my head, right? She said, "Mr. Rux, why did you shave your head? You look like Mr. Clean."
Wow.
And another boy,
still rocking that one, huh?
He said, "Another boy said I look like One Punch Man after I shaved my head."
Wow.
All right, that was
no lie. No, it was funny, but like it gave me an idea for a future cosplay I might want to try, like a Mr. Clean One Punch Man fusion.
Mr. Clean Punch. We'll get it figured out. We'll figure
it out.
Clean Punch.
So you've so let's start with the books that you've written. How many books have you written in total?
In total, I'm at 4. I got started back in 2020 during lockdown.
Okay.
I think I was watching this webinar while I was at work one day and about how to make money on the side, and the idea came to me. I was like, okay, no one's really wrote a black travel guide book for South Korea or any Korean city, so I figured why not do it? So I did my first book on the city of Incheon, South Korea, where I used to live at the time. Then that was in 2020. In 2021, I followed up with another book with the city of Daegu, South Korea, another place I used to live in, and one of my favorite cities I've lived in. And then after both did books pretty good, and then about I want to say around immediately afterwards, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna spend the next couple of years working on my big project, my magnum opus. I did so I focus on the whole black travel guide for South Korea.
That's our indication that someone's entering the chat.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been working on the books for then, and then in 2023, I went to Thailand for the very first time. Around I want to say my first or second night there, I got food poisoning, and so I was stuck in a hotel room for a few days. And while watching The Last of Us when it just premiered at the time, I got inspired to do say, you know what? Let me do a black travel guide book. I see some black folk coming to Thailand talking about Thailand, so why not do one? And then in 2024, I went to Siem Reap, Cambodia, because I heard a TikTok friend of mine talking about it. I'm like, you know what? Let me check it out. Fell with the country, the city. I'm like, you know what? Let me make it a 2-for-1. So that's how I became the Black Travel's Guide to Thailand and Siem Reap, Cambodia.
Very fresh.
Now that's really cool. So outside, now you were living in Korea and you were traveling to these different places.
Right. Yes, sir.
Is it travel? Was it mostly for work, or was it just like personal travel? You had the opportunity, so you went?
Yeah, it was like this. So it was during like the winter breaks. That's when I had the time off to go travel to the other places.
Okay.
Most of the time, like especially during summers, weekends, and whatnot, since I lived in a small town in Korea at the time, I used that time to purposely focus on going to other places in Korea. You know, taking pictures, taking notes about the places to visit, where to check out, whatnot. But most of the time, yeah, it was just mainly during the breaks. That's when I traveled overseas.
Okay. Now the books you have the Black Traveler's Guide to South Korea. You have the Black Traveler's Guide to
Thailand.
You have one here to Thailand.
Yes,
and what was the other book?
The first two were for Incheon, South Korea, and Daegu, South Korea. Those 2 books are now no longer available.
Okay. Speaking of available,
yes.
Where does one acquire your books? If they're interested and they plan on doing any traveling, how does one go about getting your
the
books?
ebooks are available right now for purchases wherever you buy ebooks: Amazon Kindle Store, Apple Store, Google Play Store. Basically, you buy ebooks. I do.
Philip Rux.
What's
Philip
that?
Rux.
Yeah.
Your name Philip Rux.
Yeah, that's my name.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still find them. When you type in the Black Travel's Guide to South Korea or Thailand, you'll find it on the Apple Store, Google Play Store. Basically, you find ebooks. I do plan on doing physical books. I just got to get the money to pay for the ISBN number.
Okay, and that's part of that publishing and that sort of thing, so that book is uniquely identified with others. So, with the guide itself, is it a street guide, map indicator, highlights places to go, where to avoid, or is it more of a general, this is what you can expect?
A mix of both. I have a lot of pictures of locations I recommended with the addresses as well to help folks in case you want to type it on the maps. My inspiration for the books is are you familiar with the book called The Green Book by Victor Hugo Green?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're Black in America, you probably have everyone's Black family has had a copy of the Green Book at some point. Ask your aunties, uncles, and grandmas if they're still around. They may have a copy around somewhere. So it was inspired by that, but it was a fun version of it.
Okay. Good deal. Now, just as it's a part of purchasing, what is what's the cost of the books? What are people looking to pay for?
So the digital copies right now, $15 for the Thailand book, $20 for the South Korea book. Now these are ebooks. Just keep in mind these are no physical copies yet. So obviously physical copies we're paying a little bit more because print and whatnot because they got a lot of pictures, a lot of colors. So.
But I mean that's not bad. $15 for a insight as a Black person traveling abroad in a foreign country. Having it as an ebook is ideal because I'm gonna have my phone, got to take my pictures and that sort of thing. And so I've got the book right there. I've got the guide, and Google Maps works everywhere. So I have that address. Boom, I pop it in, copy paste, and there we go. So that's really nifty. Now, from your book or just from your personal experience, where is a place that you would automatically say if somebody's going to South Korea? What's a must visit? Where's somewhere they have to go?
Honestly, of course, Seoul is a good starting area. Like for a lot of foreigners, it's definitely more tourist friendly for sure. But I've always said if you really want the best experiences, you got to get out of Seoul. Busan's a good spot. What's good? My personal favorite cities, I always like Gyeongju because it's more historical. I personally believe from the most underrated part, the southwest part, the Jeolla provinces, Jeollanam-do, like Gwangju, Mokpo's a good spot. There's so many other places I'm trying to think of. I'm drawing a blank, but really the southwest part of South Korea is definitely underrated by tourists for foreign tourists.
See, Busan is a place that I would go just because it's a term I'm familiar with.
Right,
Busan. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. Let's go there.
Right. Admittedly, I had
got a map on Overwatch.
Right.
Right.
Right. That too. Yes. Oh God. I'm just triggered right now because the amount of times I playing Overwatch in the PC cafes and during the Overwatch era.
Oh, that's got to look familiar. Make you feel comfortable.
But funny enough, I had so many more plans. And I mentioned in the Korea book that I had more places I wanted to add for the Busan section, but I had to scale it back to the mental health, and also I was too busy studying, doing the teacher certification classes, studying for the praxis, and also getting ready to move back. So there are many things I wanted to do, but I just had to scale everything back.
Okay. Now I did see, and let the people know where they can find you online as I pull up your profile. But I did see. What's the profile name again? I'll let you say
the Blurred Explorer. So you can find me on TikTok. The Blurred Explorer.
Now, I was looking at the profile and I was kind of going through some of the different. Where am I? Okay, I'm on Facebook at the moment. Let me switch back over to Instagram. My apologies. 1 moment. Got a lot happening here. But I was looking, and of course, you'd mentioned just now that you yourself, you are a teacher. And you've just come back home, but while you were there, you were teaching, and that's ESOL. Is that the English as a second language?
Right. What exactly? So basically, work with kids who first language is not English. Usually, also immigrant kids, whatnot, migrant kids, refugee kids, whatnot, or in most cases, kids who were born in USA to immigrant parents, but they still have the they speak their home language, like say Spanish. Most likely, of course, being Spanish, being the big one, of course. Right. So for at least for me, my particular school, I mainly work in a predominantly Black and brown community. So mostly have a lot of obviously Hispanic Latinos. I got a couple of African kids and also some Muslim kids as well.
Oh, I didn't realize you still taught ESL here.
So that was my thing. That's what I got my. I figured that's what I did in Korea. So I figured, why not do it? Keep doing it because I enjoy that. I enjoy working with international kids. I have a good time with it, and personally, I wanted to get better as a teacher, but the problem is when it comes to teaching English abroad, especially in Korea, there's no evaluation. You don't get no real feedback. So, don't get me wrong. The evaluations they do here in the USA, it can be, it can be a bit much, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I can still learn something. So where I can go wrong, or resources, or professional learning developments I can do. And so that's what I've done. So that's what I was hired for. Immediately, I actually got hired first to get a job in Columbus, Georgia. It wasn't until like early June of last year, I did an interview for my current job. And then about 20, 30 minutes after the interview, I didn't know this until lunchtime, that the principal at my current school hired me for the job.
Oh,
Cool.
Now, I do mainly focus on ESL kids. Of course, I do work with the non-ESL kids. I do work with the American kids, whatnot. I want to help them out if they ask if they need assistance for their assignments, whatnot. They keep asking me to give them the answer. I keep telling them, I'm not giving you the answer, man. And no, you cannot use AI.
Wow.
Right.
Do you speak those languages that you're of the like Spanish, Korean?
No, I did make multiple attempts to learn Korean. I find that these Korean language is much easier to learn the alphabet. Learning how to read Korean is much easier than learn how to speak it, because they got different syntax, different vowels, alphabets, and whatnot, pronunciations that we have in English. They don't have in that type of language.
Got you.
So it can be done. It's just like really rigorous studying. It's funny enough, when I started working here at my school, like all the Spanish that I learned from high school Spanish, watching Dora the Explorer as a kid, it's all coming back to me.
Mira en la bolsa. No, I absolutely
whatever you relate to. That helps.
Right. So exactly. my younger sister is actually she's fluent in Spanish. She lived in Mexico for a number of years, and she taught at a college there. And when she came back home, she was going to get a job as like an interpreter or work in a bank or something, so that she could do translation for foreign travelers, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All that shifted. She went somewhere completely different. You have just a love of teaching, and despite, I guess, like, you don't have to be fluent in a language to teach it to someone who doesn't speak it.
Right.
There's still like just a fundamental sentence structure, syntax, like you mentioned. Teaching that is the important part of being able to grasp the language, I take it.
Right. It really just, you gotta have love working with kids, basically. I have worked with kids in the past, and I never, like, I didn't major in education, by the way. Like, I'm definitely one of those, what we call the alternative certified teachers, right? Who did those, like, fast track teachers. Am I lagging? Is that echoing?
A little bit. You're good.
All right. Yeah. So, back in 2024, I did this online program to get my certification process. And then, and basically when I started working here, the first day of school, I'm like, oh my God, I'm living like, basically my life became Abbott Elementary. That's basically my life right now. Like, I'm literally IRL Gregory from Abbott Elementary.
Wow.
Like, if you ever seen that show, Abbott Elementary,
oh yeah,
it's not a comedy, it's a documentary. It's all real. Everything you hear on teacher TikTok is all real. It's every one of those scenarios as seeing it's believing. Like, you believe it when you hear online, but it's like when you see it up close about what the teachers say about the parents. Some of the kids,
admire you.
Like, oh my God.
I admire you. I admire people that do things that I cannot. So, because I would not want to teach
I admire
kids.
People do things I would not. Let me
say terrible
that.
People.
Yes,
right.
I was about to say
that part. Like, I'm good with kids, but I don't like kids.
Yeah,
it's weird.
No, my thing is this: I love working with the kids, but when 3 o'clock hits, I'm done. It ain't my problem. I'm just gonna be that one childish teacher.
We ain't gonna let them don't talk, because you know they try to.
You got to hit them like, look. You got to hit them like red.
They try to cancel you. So
office hours are from 9 to 5.
Right, exactly.
It wouldn't even be the kids. For me, it would be the parents. Like,
ooh, yes,
it's the parents.
I have a cousin who's a teacher, and she's like, within the last 10 years, the parents have gotten, like, you used to be able to call the parent and say, hey, your child is acting up, or, I'm going to send home these things and you need to sign them and whatnot.
Right.
She said, now you call the parent, and you get cussed out. It's your business. You need to. I can't.
Right, and
I feel like, well, little Timmy can fail, and then I would get fired.
I promise you.
Right. Listen, it's the fact that I keep saying this, that a lot of parents these days, they like the idea of being a parent, like the status of it, but don't want the responsibility of being a parent.
Yeah.
Like, yes, raising your child. Okay, you like to dress them up, like you like your miniature play doll, right? You got time to buy your kids new Jordans, the freshest clothes, but you can take a kid to a library and read some books to them, and you wonder why your child is failing. You're like, or I'm not sure you've seen those videos online where a parent just found out their child's not graduating. Like, really? Really? You just found out, even though the school, the teachers, the parents, the guidance counselor try to text you.
Right. You can't act surprised about that shit.
Right. That's surprising. Like, I didn't know my child was struggling. Like,
didn't pop up on you. He's been failing last 8 months.
Yeah, last 8 months. We called you back in month 1 about this. So how you?
What do you do?
That's why the lights be getting cut off.
I mean, you can't do anything, right?
Yeah. I actually had a kid, 2nd grade kid, who didn't know his ABCs. 2nd grade, who couldn't read.
Ooh.
He wasn't ESOL.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
What do you do, though? Like,
well, this...
Save us.
I mean,
I'll do my best to help
out.
But it's like, there's only so much we can do as teachers, because once they leave at 3 o'clock kids, when they get back on the bus, or parents pick them up, what can we do?
And you have other kids too.
Yeah, I got other kids to worry about too, especially the ones like he's not ESOL. Like, I don't have to work with him at all if I don't want to.
Right.
But of course I want to. It's like,
a good man.
You gotta show like, hey, where I wanted to help these kids. Like, show, hey, there's a black man out here who actually care about you. Like, do I have to? Am I technically? Do I, according to my job description, do I have to help the not ESL kids? No, I don't have to. I could be like, no, you guys stay over there, and I'm not worried about you. But I'm like, you know what? Because I care about these kids, I want them to succeed. Like, if I can help out any way, just help one child with their essays. I ain't gonna give them the answer, but I can guide them in ways to help improve the essay. Then so be. I'll be happy to do so. Because even I recognize growing up, I can't think off the top of my head how many black male teachers I had, especially in elementary school. So I realized how important it is for me to be there to help the kids as much as I can.
I don't think I had a black male teacher until high school.
Yeah, I went in middle school, I think.
I was in high school, so.
Yeah, I didn't have my first black male teacher until high school as well. I had a male teacher in middle school, but my first black male teacher wasn't until high school. Right. And in fairness, I'm not going to count a coach because he didn't.
Just crazy in Atlanta.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I had black male teachers in middle school, but not high school.
So
most of my teachers in high school were women now. I had like a couple.
I mean, I also stayed a little further east than you did, Jeff. So it was.
Oh yeah, I mean,
demographics was a little different in my schools.
Yeah, but most of the black men that I encountered in school were like administrators and coaches and security. Because like niggas not about to just teach. I need that bread.
Right. No, I mean, and I will say like there was a black teacher. I remember I didn't have him for any of my classes, but he was.
Actually, I did have one black teacher,
and he, of course, like because he was a coach, he did teach health, but he just wasn't the teacher I had when I had to take health. And when I was in middle school, the health class was probably like watch this video. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the whole health class.
The fact that
8 weeks of watch this video.
The fact that health is taught by PE teachers and not science teachers is crazy.
Right.
It really is.
Mine was. I'm trying to think if he was a teacher, but I feel like he was like he might have been the science teacher and he taught health, or maybe he wasn't.
Health
I don't know, but he was
definitely
fine, and I had a crush on him, and
Atlanta.
I didn't like that he was the one teaching that class.
I could see how that would be a little conflict of interest here. That's Especially
my health unit was taught by
teachers.
I had a black man in 2nd grade, Mr. Good. He was also
y'all whipped into shape.
No, we used to beat us. Like back then, we would get hit.
Everybody sit down.
Yeah, back then we get hit.
Joe Clark,
man, he take a ruler, we get hit. That shit was legal. I got beat twice.
Oh God,
you know what I'm saying? Talking too much in class, get taken to the bathroom, whap. Then he called my mama. Get home, get in the beating again.
Mr. Good. Yeah, I can see Mr. Good teach a school in the inner cities, and he don't take no mess.
he is a beloved teacher at was a beloved teacher at PS 85. I had him. My sister had him. My aunt had him.
Right. There you go. That's your aunt and you and your sister.
I never got beat by a teacher. I would have been appalled. And
that's how it was back then.
Yeah.
Even back in elementary, I don't know what I would have done if a teacher would have just smacked me in the mouth.
If Mr. Good would have did it, you would have accepted it like all them other girls did, because Mr. Good would have fought you. So yeah, but Mr. Good fight the students, and then he'll fight your mama.
Got me to act right in school.
He will fight your mama after that. Mr. Good did not care. Mr. Good was on it like that. He was flamboyant.
No,
he was the dance teacher.
Oh.
He was there you
he
go.
Was windmilling.
Okay. Little context now. Okay.
The character that I've been developing has completely shifted.
Right. Like, okay, context. Okay.
Like I just took the little character design and just balled it up and threw it away.
Exactly.
Clean piece of paper.
I left that detail right out of there intentionally. Like, let's see how long I can stretch this before.
Okay.
Real quick, it's apropos of nothing. Did y'all get a chance to see the back rooms? And if so, did you like it?
Nah, I'm not watching that.
No, we can't talk about it yet. I am going to see it this weekend.
I haven't seen it. I saw Obsessed, and I want to talk about that. But I know John hasn't seen either.
I'm going to get with you on that one.
I plan on watching Obsessed simply because
my goodness,
the guy that wrote that, Curry Baker, I was following them on Instagram, and all their little skits were so unhinged and hilarious that I am very curious to see the movie that he made as a result.
It's so good, but my goodness, the discourse. I'm really surprised that it hasn't been a bigger discourse than what I've seen. And that's all I'll say.
I took my time getting to some of the last recommendations. I would not delay on this. Next week, I will have it watched.
I think last time I was here, both RG and Teresa both said that y'all were going to go see that, and I was just wondering because
I haven't seen it.
I had to catch up.
I'm scared of a liminal space, y'all, but I want to know if it's good to see.
I will see.
I don't know.
Yeah, Backrooms. I don't know about
Backrooms. I love the internet series. So
I've never seen the series, so I can't say anything.
I love
it. It's
like that scary stuff.
It's just weird. Like when you go, like when you go into a space and there's nothing there, but there's still. I can't explain it. I just don't like it. I don't even like being in empty malls. They freak me out. I don't like liminal spaces.
It makes turning corners very stressful.
Fuck all that.
I would never be the person in the empty amusement park or the empty. Whatever. They freak me out.
Yeah. This is my thing. I don't mind them kind of movies, right? But there was a time where like them kind of movies got made and other kind of movies got made. Now all motherfuckers want to make is weird stuff. Like I'm about to start a class action lawsuit against comedians who develop fans being funny and then get their deal and then go do only horror movie stuff.
I mean, it makes sense. I feel like it makes sense for a comedian to make horror movies. Because honestly,
what else would make sense for a comedian to make? A comedy. Every now and then.
I mean, to be fair, like comedians, they know how to read the room. They understand human psychology the most. It's like they probably think that's why it feels like why they can pull off horror movies so well.
I don't know which one is worse. Comedians who go to horror or white directors wanting to get their hands on the Joker. Right now, the movies are being played by both of these creators.
That's without a doubt the worst.
And as a fan, we have to stop this somehow. We have to. Where are the comments? Where are the comments?
Also, though, Jordan Peele is really good. Hey,
what up,
Jordan Peele is really good at making.
What's that?
Like, Get Out. I think. Could not have been made outside of the mind of a comedian who can see the absurdity in things, and then
I'm not even saying I don't want them to make their horror stuff because it's like, you know, get your shit. Like, even as like a music fan, right? It's like sometimes Andre 3000 want to walk around and play a flute and carry a piano on his back at the Met Gala. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But can I get a verse? It's just every now and then.
I'm with you, bro. Right. Do it. If Adam Sandler can do it, so can
and I definitely agree. I think in the case of this particular person with the guy's name is Curry Baker, the one who I know wrote the story. I don't know what part he had in directing it or whatnot, but when I see, like, when you look at his content online, it's him and one of the other guys. It's him and another guy. Like, they're a duo and they do all their little skits, very similar to like a Young White Key and Peele kind of thing. All of their skits are dark to begin with. So it was honestly the right move for them to go into horror, just because like
very good. But I will say, I wouldn't classify it as like a horror as much as like
suspense and weird,
psychological,
and unsettling.
Yes,
I accept. I like the premise.
Not in a way.
Social.
Remember how
suspense?
I told y'all? Remember how I was like, the substance is unlike anything I've ever seen. I can't even describe it.
Yes.
Say less.
Yes.
Say less.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk about that too.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I
Jesus
told
Christ,
you
man.
ahead of time.
And what did I say? I already admitted. I dragged my feet and I apologize. You're saying obsessed? It'll be watched. Next week we can talk about Obsessed. I'll be ready.
It's a good what the fuck movie.
I almost fell out with Brandy over the substance.
It's a good movie, but you watch that movie and be like, what the fuck?
You almost love me over the substance?
I almost fell out with Brandy over the substance. I was
that
sitting there watching that movie going, that damn Brandy.
Got you.
I'm never listening to her again.
You got gore.
No, she was very clear that there was body horror.
I told you that it was body horror.
Y'all like feeling
that it was body horror.
Y'all like feeling weird when y'all watch movies?
Huh?
Y'all like feeling like weird and unsettled when y'all watch movies?
No, but it's a good movie.
I want my brain.
It's a good movie. The message of the movie is really good.
No
process.
It was
it's in the telling.
Absolutely ludicrous.
A titty popped out of a shoulder, but that, sometimes a titty pops out. You can't.
Nah, man, not out of a shoulder.
And it's not sexy. And it's not sexy. I'm watching it like I'm not turned on.
I mean, maybe it could work. I don't know.
That's why I wanted to be clear. That particular titty wasn't sexy, but
that's the right shoulder.
Okay, right, but there were so many other areas where it could have been a hot titty. This was just a. Listen, could
have been a try.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I love me some Margaret Qualley to this day. She could do anything. I love her.
Yes, that girl.
I love her since that movie.
Is that the girl that played the younger version?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yes. I got you.
That's Andy McDowell's daughter.
And now that you say that, I can see it immediately. Yeah. That's okay. Cool. We will.
This Margot?
We can come back. We can come back and have another discussion about the substance again because I think it deserves a full episode. That was a lot. We touched on it a couple times.
Yeah, we definitely need a whole fucking show for that one.
I was very clear.
I got 30 minutes alone.
Obsessed is not body horror. There's one.
We can do a full show on that. Okay.
It's definitely more psychological.
I would agree with that. Phil, I got some questions for you. Okay.
Sure.
English as a second language. You got a book about you have a couple of books actually about traveling overseas, and you were in Korea, and so you watch anime. I can tell from again the Instagram, _blurred_explorer, the blurred explorer. We got to ask the first question.
Sure.
Dubbed or sub?
Dub.
Really?
Yes.
Fucking right.
Listen. I'm open. I'll do dub or sub any day, but as I get older, I'd rather do dub. As I get older, listen,
I want to look down occasionally.
Yes, listen. Imagine this, man. Listen, I'm watching Delicious in Dungeon, right, while I'm cooking or doing ironing clothes. At least I can hear what's going on. Whereas sub is like, okay, if I miss if I'm watching the show in sub,
it is just
and
like
I miss one, and I get a text message, I missed something. Like I got pause, rewind. Like what happened?
Why did he do that? You don't even know why.
I'm sure everybody has seen the little social media videos people do, Phil. Where like you're sitting there, you're looking at the screen, and because it's subbed, you know what I'm saying? Like you're reading, and everything makes perfect. So you're reading, and everything sounds like this, and then and you look, because that's what happens. Once you're not looking at the words, you can't process anything that's happening.
Don't understand the language.
Exactly. And
when I'm not looking at the words, I don't know what there's. I don't know what they're saying. While I'm reading the words.
Yes.
Phil was trying to learn Korean. I wanted to know if he was like going all in and trying to like match up what he may have known if he was learning any other languages. I was just curious. Dubbed or subbed. It's not a judgment question. It's just a general question. I do both.
Yeah, we got history. We have history, Phil, so I'm defensive.
When I was in Korea, when I was in Korea trying to learn Korean, I did watch the K-drama, so I did pick up words here or there from watching the K-drama. So I would say in the case of sub, then it does come in handy when you're trying to learn the language you want to learn. You know, trying to get immersed in it as much as you can.
Right. Well, and again, and I want to go on record as saying there's nothing wrong with dub subbed. And when I need to catch up on it, a show, or I got to get through a bunch of episodes, 100% with the dub.
Here you go, coming on our side.
No, I'm 100% with the dub. But I don't want to wait 3 weeks to be able to watch the episode or the next episode because it's got subtitles. I will just watch it with subtitles. And I've watched so much stuff with subtitles at this point that I almost can't hear regular stuff in English if it's not subtitled, because you can't always catch the little things they say.
That's right. It's altering your brain chemistry.
Right. Now, I will admit.
And you still don't know the native
I got to read more. There's a problem.
No, that's not the same. Hearing is important.
Dub while I'm working, because I can't pay attention to my job and watch the show. But sometimes I do want to just have the show going or whatever, you know.
Right.
Subs while if I'm sitting and I'm just watching, then I'll have the subtitles.
Hey man, look, I'm married. It's closed caption on everything I watch. So
see, and I'm pretty much the same at this point. So that's why I say one way or the other, it's all fine.
Life is sub right now.
Right. I need subtitles on my life sometimes just so I can know what did he say? What was my emotion? Yeah, okay, cool. All right. What is I'm not gonna do like a top 5 anime, none of that, but like what are you watching right now? What animes are you current or catching up on, or like what's on your playlist?
Currently, now that I'm on break, definitely watching Vinland Saga for the very first time.
Okay.
An old one I've been trying to watch, but just life been life, and Monster. I'm not sure you'll remember that old anime Monster. It was like a thriller suspense one. What was the other one? Another one I'm gonna start rewatching again, and it's my comfort anime. It's called Campfire Cooking in Another World. Because I ain't gonna lie, like as I get older, like I'm starting to notice.
It's an isekai. I watch that. Like
I don't watch the food-based animes, especially like Delicious in Dungeon, Campfire Cooking. Those are like the shows of like. I feel like as an older anime fan, it's like this is like I want this. I love this.
It's character driven.
More character driven, more chill, more relaxed, and also and of course the food. I'm a big bag, so that's why. But for me, and also funny enough, going to the shows too, like. I know you talked about earlier how like if it comes with subs that you'll watch the show and sub if it's a series that you like, right? For me, I'm the type of person who was like, okay, if a new show's coming out, I'll just wait for the season to end. I'll marathon once it's done. It takes a very special show for me to actually sit down and watch out every week. The very few shows I can say I've done that for recently, Abbott Elementary and Invincible. Because I love Invincible.
I mean, I definitely think that streaming has, you talk about altering brain chemistry, streaming has given us, like, we rarely do we have that anticipation week to week. And like you said, it does take a really good show to hold the attention. Otherwise, it's like you catch 1 or 2 episodes. Okay, I think I like this. I'm going to wait. That way I can binge it. Binging has become a a way to watch, and it is probably the more common way for a lot of things. And people even get mad sometimes when all the episodes aren't available right away. I'm just gonna wait to the end of the season and catch it all. They watch it in a weekend, and there you go. So the streaming numbers be off, and we may not get another season because folks wasn't tuning in each week. But then they had an explosion when the season was completed, and now they got to rework the numbers. But neither here nor there. Okay, good titles. Monster, that's a classic one. That's the one about the doctor who's he's a suspect in some murders or something.
Right. And I think the character Johan is like considered like one of like the top villain. And if you look on the list of like anime villains, I think it was named Johan from the show Monster. Like he's on my list. I'm like, okay, he makes the list a whole lot. I'm like, okay, I might as well go watch it. So yeah. What's another one I'm kind of watching? Yeah, that's about it, really. Mostly right now, I'm mostly doing a lot more reading, catching up on a lot of reading too, especially a lot of comic books too, and other mangas and whatnot. So,
do you have like a current pull list you're running through?
Yeah, current right now. I just recently bought some new volumes for Radiant Black. Just bought volume 4 of that. Like, I've been. It's funny enough. Have you heard this YouTuber called Comic Drake? It's like
I've heard that.
You probably heard of it, but funny enough, he was the first time I made a TikTok skit about it, like how if I had a nickel for every time a scrawny white guy recommended me a comic book series I'd be obsessed with, I have 2 nickels because that happened to me. It happened the first time with Invincible and then Radiant Black. And I've been obsessed with this, like Radiant Black. Think like Power Rangers meets DC universe, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if I recall, the guy from the recent Power Ranger comic book series, the writers worked on that. He started Radiant Black, so that's one thing I've been reading. Another one, I just recently finished reading what's called Something Killing the Children. It was a really good series that I'm enjoying, and also I recently got from the library. I've been rereading the Fable series. So I love the Fable series, especially with the Wolf Among Us coming back again with the sequel coming out very soon. So I've been very excited for that, reading that again. And of course, I'm a history fan too, so I'm reading another book called let me pull it up. This book right here called Dying of Whiteness. So it's basically a little fact about like how a lot of course America's racism is why we ain't got no universal healthcare, education, and another book I'm reading too. Called The Sum of Us. So this is a really good book too. It's called The Sum of Us: What Racism Costs Everyone and How We Can Prosper Together.
Do you know how many issues there are in the Something is Killing the Children? I've read one. I think it's the first one.
I am not sure. Let me double check. I'm more of a volume guy. Like I will definitely wait for the volume sets, or I think as right now it looks like issue 45.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Like I said, Something Who's Killing the Children. Oh, another one I really liked was called Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees.
I have that volume
Yes.
that I have not read yet.
Yeah, that was a great one. I really enjoyed it. I ended up buying the complete set, the first set before the first version. I'm definitely gonna buy the sequel too when I can. So that was a good series. But yeah, basically about like a lot of books, especially about like a lot of comic books and volumes from like Black artists at the anime cons and whatnot. Support the other Black creators when I can.
Absolutely. And it's worth mentioning. I've learned about Phil from MomoCon this year, and it was reached out, we talked, and I've seen some of his stuff, and we follow each other on the socials. And as soon as I mentioned who it was, she was like, "Oh, Phil." I was like, "See, that's my girl. That's what I'm talking about."
Teresa does not know everyone.
Teresa knows.
She knows everyone who's anyone.
She don't know everybody. She just knows the important people. That's the key.
She like Grown Up Geeks, Vicky Vale.
I'm trying to tell you, like, you need a contact. Hey, let me call Teresa real quick. Hold on. I know somebody that knows somebody. That's how we gonna do.
I'm hoping to get some backstage at BlurredCon. So.
Me too. No.
See, look, I'm telling you. Oh, by the way, Teresa.
Oh Lord.
I will see you next week, and I will bring you your hoodie.
Okay.
I have your hoodie. Yes. I will bring you your hoodie. So, matter of fact, I'm putting in my car tonight, so I will have it. Won't have that issue. Get your hoodie to you. Phil, like it's a pleasure having you on the show, man. We're about to get into our main topic. You are welcome to stay as our guest and discuss the topic with us. We're going to be talking about good actors in bad films. Okay. I'll give my opening is how we got to this topic. How did we get here? And we'll get to that. But before we do that, one more time, let the people know where they can find you online and let them know the name of the books they can find and where they can make those purchases.
Like I said, so you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Blurred Explorer. The ebooks I wrote called The Black Trails Guide to South Korea and The Black Trails Guide to Thailand, Siem Cambodia are available now for purchases where you buy ebooks, from where it be the Amazon Kindle store, Apple Books, or Google Play Store. Physical books will come later this year, hopefully.
All right. You got a mailing list set up or something, man? We got to get you a mailing list set up. That way people, if they buy their ebook, they'll have an option to come back later and get their hard copy.
I should do that too. I probably should have started mailing list. But I will post on my social when physical copies will be available. So if you do follow me on there, then I will post when I will do physical copies.
So we will put links. I will have links available for everything. Let me make a note so I don't forget. But I will put links for everything, and they will be available in the description.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, you give yourself out.
Wrong X.
They will be available in the description, folks. Just so you know.
There you go.
The description
of his own show. Okay.
Links will be available coming soon. I will have all that in the description. We're just going, that's the beauty of a live show. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. You say some dumb shit, you out of here. So I was like, let me get my notes. Y'all don't need to know that. I just have to tell myself. Okay, so the topic tonight, good actors in bad films. This came to me recently because I just went and saw the He-Man movie, and Teresa and I were talking about it last week. And when we were discussing, Jared Leto was Skeletor. Nothing about that performance would have told you that was Jared Leto, at least based on what you know or think about Jared Leto. But then I got to thinking about it, and I decided, I was like, you know what? Let me give this man another chance, because maybe I've just been falling victim to the hype. I went and I watched Tron Ares. Tron Ares wasn't that damn bad. It wasn't a bad movie. And Jared Leto didn't do a bad job in the movie. He played the character he was supposed to play. An AI that was come to life who wanted to become a real boy. I don't feel like he did any worse than anybody else who was an AI that wanted to come to life. So then I got to looking and I started thinking about it. I was like, well, what other movies has he been in where he did bad or the franchise bombed? He was in Blade Runner, the newest Blade Runner. And I got to thinking that, maybe it's not Jared Leto. Maybe these are just bad movies. If they bad movies, then they bad movies. And then, of course, we get all the way back and we get to Suicide Squad and remember all the ridiculousness that Jared Leto was doing behind the scenes, off camera, getting into character and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what? Do we just not like Jared Leto because he was kind of a dick during that time? And the movie bombed on top of that? And we put it on him? So that, of course, that led me to thinking, and I got to thinking about other people. You know what? Jared Leto has an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club. He has done good work in other movies. And honestly, I think his role in Blade Runner was actually pretty good. He was great in Prefontaine. He was good in Requiem for a Dream. I don't feel like Jared Leto's a bad actor. He may have some questionable decisions as far as like maybe him and his agent need to have a talk, because how you keep getting attached to all these bad films. That needs to be investigated. But it just got me to thinking that there's other people who are great actors and have been in bad movies.
Can I say something about Jared Leto based on what you were saying?
Certainly.
The problem with Jared Leto is, see, all the stuff that you said he was good in is from before he won his Oscar. Once you win an Oscar, you get a certain level of cachet. You get to walk into the room and say, well, I want my Joker to look like this and be like this. And I want to pull my Joker from these comic issues versus it being like Zack Snyder saying, this is what the Joker in our universe looks like, feels like, does. You're the actor. You find a way to bring that to life. You know what I mean? And I think Jared Leto is good at reading the words on the page, but he is not good at building the character like energy. He needs to be directed. And like for a lot of actors, once they win an Oscar, they find themselves in a lot of positions where they're not really being directed. Because even a lot of those movies, right? He's not like going out and working with like super prestige directors. He's not going to be in a Christopher Nolan movie trying to tell Christopher Nolan what he thinks about what his character should do. He might tell him that, but at the end of the day, Christopher Nolan's going to be like, that's cool, but do it like this because I'm fucking Christopher Nolan. Zack Snyder kind of got to listen to Jared Leto because Jared Leto is like, I'm Oscar winner Jared Leto. You're Sucker Punch Zack Snyder.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, nothing. That movie sucks, bruh. It's visually entertaining.
Shit is a fucking masterpiece.
It's a fever dream of nothingness.
It's a fetish for the eyes.
Yeah.
That's what we go to the movies for.
It had potential. Right. It just didn't deliver. It didn't deliver.
There was no story.
Right.
I remember watching the movie.
It had potential. Too. Like the story, there is a story. It's just there's no.
Some motherfucker said, I want to see some girls dancing in World War II.
Yeah.
I want to see some girls
and it was
dancing.
Like, I get where you're going.
A lot of good drugs floating around when that movie was written. That's my assumption. And I'm not defending
I
Sucker
can agree
Punch.
with that.
I'm not going to defend Sucker Punch.
Except for Requiem for a Dream.
He was absolutely the main character there.
The main character,
but also to Jeff's point, that was pre. And you know what? I didn't even think about that. And that's why I have to have these conversations because you're right. Every one of the movies that I mentioned as a caveat to Jared Leto were post Oscar. And so I don't
think you can also have that conversation without leaving out 30 Seconds to Mars. Because that also happened in between when he first kind of started acting and he won that Oscar. He became literally a cult-like figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so that's another layer of you're not going to tell me what I can and can't do, what roles I can and can't take, and how I'm going to act. You know?
Yeah. No, that's and seeing all this is valid. But see, again, one of the main points is just like there are other people who have Oscars and are considered good actors, good actresses. They've got flops. It's just the fact that Leto has so many flops in a row. That's not a good look.
Yeah, you have to start. And that's why, like, for me, it's like, okay, what is the through line between all those flops? All those flops are really him trying to do something weird. And everything he's doing now, he's like when he ain't never played just like, hey, I'm Phil from up the street. Right. I'm
the romantic comedy lead.
I'm Joker, but like platinum slugged up Joker. I'm thugged out. I'm Post Malone Joker. What? I'm AI Pinocchio. Huh? But like you have no. But you're so blank in the eyes, you're not even able to convey like curiosity. Is
Blade Runner a flop?
Have you heard of a Blade Runner 3 coming out?
No, I'm just asking.
That story really feels like it wrapped. I mean, I do kind of feel like Blade Runner 2049. That story kind of wrapped.
I mean, he's not a leading man. He hasn't done a leading role, like an actual leading role. He's always like some random person, random role. Like even as Joker, like the thing that we haven't seen a whole movie where he is the antagonist of the movie.
He's good when he's a support, when he's a co-star. But each of the movies
we don't know because we haven't seen.
Top billing.
Morbius was terrible because Morbius was fucking terrible. It was a terrible bad guy. It was everything about Morbius was fucking horrible. So I'm not going to go. It's terrible
Matt
because
Smith
of
for
Jared
his performance
Leto.
in Morbius.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying? They're not like, oh, Matt
Morbius
Smith
wasn't
great
bad
in that
because of Jared Leto's performance. You can't
he just
blame
hasn't
Morbius on Jared
earned
Leto.
enough to be as eccentric as he is.
I think you gotta chop the blame up.
That yes.
Right. I think
you don't get to do all of this. You sending people dead rats and shit, and then you turn in that half-assed Joker performance.
I mean, he's a weirdo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be out here sending folks dead rats, this better be the best damn Joker I've ever seen in my life.
But even then, how much screen time did he get? Right? He didn't get that much.
But RG, here's the thing:
he didn't get that much screen time.
Being a weirdo has to come with the output. That's why we tolerate the weird people.
True,
because they give us great art.
Like Daniel Day-Lewis is weird as shit, but put him in front of a camera.
Christopher Walken,
right?
He's gonna give you magic, and you know you can say crazy.
I'm not justifying this man's. I'm not justifying this man's actions or his energy at all. I agree with you all 100%. I am just stating that he is a fucking weirdo, and that this is why this shit happens. People are judge him harshly because he's a fucking weirdo, right? He's done this weird shit, and like you said, he hasn't justified it. So we look at everything through that lens. Going forward, it's now you watch this. You're watching Tron. You like, oh, this is the weird nigga sending rats on the door to Suicide Squad. Right?
I don't even think he's a weirdo.
But he is.
I think he's trying to be a weirdo.
That may be, yeah.
And like he trying to be a weirdo and then channel that into the performance. It's like, nigga, this not you trying to incent me into you being an artist, and you not like you acting on top of acting on top of acting.
Feel like you don't believe him.
He Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, where he started peeling off all the layers and going through all his past roles and shit at the end of the movie.
Right.
Maybe that is exactly what it is. Seems
he's trying to.
I like the idea of inauthenticity. That's what I'm feeling. It's not authentic, and that is the thing that isn't catching me.
Your weirdness is fake. Even your weirdness is bullshit.
Right.
You know, I like a weirdo. I'm a woman who I would date Steve Buscemi today. I like a weirdo.
Is he a weirdo or does he just look weird?
At all on Jared Leto.
Does it just look weird?
When you look like that, you don't have no choice.
I'm not dating Steve Buscemi.
Because they're going to treat you like a weirdo because of how you look. So you just end up being a weirdo.
He's a great guy.
Okay, now Phil, you had a comment you wanted to make. Let me get you.
I still remember when Suicide Squad came out. I just moved to Korea. I was going to see the movie, ready to brag to my friends about it. And I was watching Jared Leto. I'm like, oh my God, I paid all this money to watch this shit. And like y'all said, like, problem is for him, he's a good actor, but like y'all said, he's great support. And the problem is he's trying too hard to be weird. Like, you don't give that energy of being a weird, awkward guy. You're just a regular dude. Just play to that.
Good looking guy at that.
Good looking, especially like, listen. Weird dudes,
go to a rom-com.
Good looking guys just can't pull it
off.
Just stop that. And then I was gonna say, when it comes to probably another example, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about in a minute. Michael Clarke Duncan. Sometimes it could be just a quick check. They get you. The actors probably look at the script like, yeah, this shit looks terrible, but hey, it's a quick paycheck, quick payday.
And we only think Michael Clarke Duncan is dope because of fucking Green Mile.
Right.
Okay. He fucking murdered Green Mile.
Don't talk bad about my man like that.
Hold on, no,
because
don't
Roscoe Jenkins,
that's my big bro. That's my big bro.
Don't come to Michael Clarke Duncan now.
Hold on. I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke.
Put him up.
Y'all know how we feel about Armageddon now.
Listen.
Thank you. We're in agreement on that. So I'm not. I'm just saying. John Coffey is the real. He tired, boss.
That is a movie that I really. It bothers me that people are like, "Oh, I watch that all the time." You watch that all the time, like Precious.
Hell no.
You're just at home watching Precious for entertainment purposes. Like what?
For real, right?
Why do you want to watch that movie? It's traumatic.
There's times when I want to make my day.
All right, the Kofi is right over there. Don't make.
We are hour in. You got time.
Now, I will say, when it comes to when you start looking at the idea of a check, I think part of what happens is it's one thing if you're an Oscar winner and, like you said, you just collect a check. When you have Al Pacino in Jack and Jill, he's not in that movie. He's just in that movie.
Right.
The movie doesn't, it's not written with him as a kid. He's playing Al Pacino in the movie.
I was about to say, he literally was in a chair like, hey, I'm Al Pacino.
And so when you take something like that, like, I don't feel like you could put that type of performance in the same category as some of the other ones. You know what I'm saying? You take a character like, I think most people would agree that Sandra Bullock is considered a good actress.
Yes.
What about Steve? Is a movie that she was in.
What was?
And she was the female lead.
Of what movie?
Of the Blondes.
What about
what about Steve?
All About Steve.
All About Steve.
I didn't hear what? I was like, what? Okay, Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman was in Mr. Wrong with Ellen DeGeneres, and I was 13 years old and knew that was wrong.
I like Sandra Bullock. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah,
I love Sandra Bullock, and let me tell you, y'all know how I feel about foolishness. I love Sandra Bullock so much that Miss Congeniality is one of my favorite movies.
That's not foolish.
That's
good
though.
No, I don't do comedy though. I don't do comedy.
That is not foolishness.
Good.
It's Sandra Bullock. It's Sandra Bullock pretending like she's not one of the finest women in the world. Like no man would.
God dang, really? Finest women in the world.
I'm talking about in that context of
that is praise.
Let's be real. Sandra Bullock is not walking around. I don't care how matte her hair, how loud she chew her donuts. Let's keep it a beam, man. Somebody gonna see.
No, you ain't ugly in her out. You're not ugly in her.
Be surprised at how easy it is as a woman to get ignored, even when you find if you don't keep up yourself, if you're not doing your hair, if you're not presenting in a way to draw attention. Most dudes is not
in that community. In that community,
most men are not looking past the stained up shirt and the fucked up hair and the greasy face.
I catch you
to
in
look
Publix
at
with
the
a dirty
beauty
shirt.
underneath. That's just the truth.
No, can you
that
cook
is
as good as you look?
I'll be like RoboCop.
Society is superficial AF, which is why you know what we're not getting into this.
I'll be like enhance.
We're not
remove
getting
grease
into this.
stain.
That's the Midwest niggas, man. You need to come out. You need to come over. You need to come over. Come over to the East Coast.
Also, I want to say something else too.
Over here.
They be like, hey, yo, Bullock was married to Jesse James, right?
Y'all not finna take one of my favorite movies and turn it into one of your little dissertations. We're gonna skip past.
Hey, yo, grease stain. Let me holler.
She was in Love Potion #9. Talk about that. That was trash. She was in it.
Practical Magic. Love that movie.
Don't you ever?
Wait, that's not bad. That's not a bad movie.
See, you want to fight?
Practical Magic is a good movie.
He said he loves the movie.
Oh.
Sam,
I said Practical Magic. I love that movie.
Oh, okay.
I was with
Sam,
you defending
Sandra. It's because the name of the show is Bad Movies. So any movie
I would have to quit this show if you would have been over there.
In context there. I thought we were upping Sandra Bullock, just explaining how she is a good actress.
No, I said we can talk about trash movies. Love Potion #9. She was in that. That was horrible. And so was that. What was that movie with her and Ben Affleck where they was in the storm? It was awful.
God.
Birds of Attraction or something.
It's exactly terrible. Talk
Hurricane.
About that. That was an awful movie.
Forces of Nature.
Oh, it was terrible. It didn't make
none of that has
both of them
anything
should
to
have been
do with
ashamed.
each other, but
just Sandra Bullock movies that are bad.
Lost City is
the question is
terrible.
a lot of times, is this movie bad because of the choices this actor is making? For me, when I've watched bad Sandra Bullock movies, it's not bad because Sandra Bullock is not doing her thing. When I've watched bad movies with Jared Leto in it, I find myself multiple times just being like, what is he doing?
Wow.
One of my movies is The Little Things. And if they would have took his whole character out of that movie, it actually would have been a better movie.
I think another thing too.
The Little Things did suffer as a result of Jared Leto because Rami and Denzel, fantastic.
They was doing their
Okay.
But see, when I watched Tron Ares, and this is actually what prompted this, is like I said, I was thinking to myself, like, this movie isn't that bad, given that he was supposed to be an AI come to life. Like Jeff said, it's a Pinocchio. He want to be a real boy kind of thing. And he starts to divert from his prime directive and whatnot. And following the Tron movies, that's what all of them do. They divert from their prime. Now, I had to go back. After I watched Ares, I watched Legacy. I went back and watched the original damn Tron and was trying to piece this whole thing together. And I was having a whole moment. But
that was cutting edge technology when it came out.
So look at this. Here's what comes to mind, though.
Tell them.
I don't see Jodie Turner-Smith's character, Athena, getting any criticism for Tron Ares when she's playing the same kind of character.
Because she's actually scary.
She's a good actress.
Yeah. And she's doing her thing.
Just saying.
And also, it's like very clear from the beginning. It's very clear from the beginning that Jared Leto's AI is going to be so enamored and curious by humanity that he's going to break his programming. It's like, okay, whatever, bro. Why?
That's not his fault, though. That's the writer's fault. They picked that premise.
He in his performance gives that away. Because he actually never actually matches the ruthlessness that Jodie Turner-Smith's character gives across in accomplishing the directive. As soon as they come out in the real world, this motherfucker, let's do. Oh, hell, I'm a white man here. I can do whatever I want. Hell yeah, I want to know more about this world.
I'm a white man here.
In the context of that statement, that changes the movie.
That's not crazy.
Played,
white man.
Terrible
person.
All the Trons.
He was in Fight Club for 5 minutes. He was in.
They had the money for the testing.
Panic Room with Jodie Foster. He just always is on the outskirts.
Yeah,
and I think he's a better support. Yeah. He has not.
I think he's a better supporting actor, but he keeps wanting to be a main because he did win that Oscar, but it was for Best Supporting.
Sure. Because
he was great in that movie.
Win for lead on that,
playing off of Matthew, right? But it was Matthew's movie.
Yeah,
I am 100% in agreement that he has not shown to be leading man yet. We have
they keep doing
every
it.
Time,
but just like they keep trying to shove Dakota Johnson down our throats.
I mean, I feel like we're picking on Jared Leto. There's a lot of other actors out here.
Cool. We're supposed to be talking about good actors.
I feel like we're picking on Jared Leto here. Holy fuck,
this is about good actors who are in bad movies.
Yeah, Sam. Why you bring up Jared Leto?
Wow.
Because there are two sides to this coin. Jeff converted it based on what he showed, not the way he clearly didn't read my outline because my outline showed something. It opened up with Jared Leto. It's fine.
It's the first
read the outline.
Me and you in these outlines. I started reading that outline, sir. That outline is 2 pages long.
She said, "I am not at work. I am off."
That's homework. I'm not good at homework.
I have a job, sir.
Ergo, we are running the show as we are running the show, and it is cool. It is working out. I got all my Jared Leto conversations.
We need you to keep us under wraps and under control. See, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, it's the outside stuff of him. That's why I don't like him. It's like
Fucking
Ezra
weirdo
Miller.
shit.
He could be in anything and be as great as I don't know
He's
what.
on-
I'll
he's
never
on the
know
outline,
it, 'cause I'm
Brandy.
not going to support that man.
Ezra Miller is in the outline.
He's on the outline.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Ezra Miller is coming. Yes.
Ezra Miller been in one good movie.
What was that?
Beasts.
I never understood the hype. I'm looking around like, what is this man that everybody's like,
Okay, and I didn't see that.
we got to forgive him everything because he's so great. And I'm like, at what? Like, what?
I don't think we got to.
No, we're not. I don't care how great somebody is. We're not forgiving him that.
Right, you can't be hitting on women.
name?
What the hell is wrong with you, dog?
And his brother just moved right into his little slot.
Yeah.
Dave just slid right up into that good slot. James, I guess, like, hey, sir, don't prey on the girls in your freaking classes. That's not okay.
Yeah.
For real.
You inboxing 16-year-olds, that's not okay. You're James Franco, for crying out loud. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You're not having a problem getting women. So.
All right. So we will fully embrace the other characters. Like we'll use the ones from the image. Jeff gave a perfect example. Actually, I think I came up with the example, but he gave a perfect graphic for it. Raul Julia in Street Fighter might have been the only good thing.
He's not on the outline, man.
Next time I'm bringing fucking donuts.
He is on the outline.
Donuts to the goddamn podcast.
That shows how much I read.
Why am I
just want y'all to know, like, I put a lot of work and effort into this. And if y'all not gonna read them, just let me know so I can just have my shit prepared.
I'll read the outline. I did my part. I'm just waiting on my part. I'm following the outline.
I just need more than a day notice.
And thank you. Now I will say,
I'm 100% on board.
Welcome, Phil. Welcome, Phil.
Correction.
It's shit that goes on at this podcast.
Right.
As we're talking about, because this is actually
I want a donut. Thanks a lot.
Okay, donuts does sound good right now.
Doesn't it sound great? Just one.
It does.
Only Krispy Kreme.
Nah, no Krispy. I want
the funny part.
Cambodian local donut shop. No Dunkin', no like local donut shop.
Do they fry shit with a lot of flies around it?
Donut. Like a really good cake donut.
Duck donuts.
That's all I need.
Duck donuts is good.
But my thing is this. I want to say this, though. I think sometimes we see good actors in bad movies. I feel like it could be out of two things. One, an actor, good actor, especially Academy Award winning actors, like, you know what? I know the script's terrible, but I just want an easy, like we said earlier, it could be an easy check, or it's like something like, I just want to do like a quick, it's like one of those things like, okay, I just want to do a quick, easy shift. Like, or sometimes you can see it as a challenge to themselves, like, I know the script bad, but maybe with my status, my Academy Award winning status and abilities, I could give it some elevation with the guy who played in the Street Fighter movie. What's his name?
Raul Julia.
Yeah, like him.
Plus, a credit is a credit, and you have to have enough credits to keep your SAG.
Right.
So
and like,
a job is a job.
A job is a job. Like, you know, hey, I know while I'm waiting for another good script to come through, if it helps out, pays the bills, and I'll just take this crappy script.
If you're a good enough actor, if you literally are a good enough actor, you can laugh off some bullshit and keep it pushing. Exactly. It's like Eddie Murphy can do a Pluto Nash. That would ruin someone else's career.
I think it's important to know also.
Ruin it with that one.
You get people like a Raul Julia who still shows up, still does his part, and does it so damn well that despite it being a bad movie, it's still a standout performance.
Right.
Because
I mean, he was a man above boys.
Right. He's going to show up and he's going to give you Raul Julia. That's who you signed. You know, that's who you hired.
Raul Julia is the only person in Street Fighter who was in the right movie.
There you go.
Like everybody else was in. Oh, well, and Ming Na
Wen.
Yeah,
Ming Na Wen.
Yeah.
I just think. Did you see a commercial? She has a commercial where like you see the scene where it's like a fight scene, and she's like the reality, and it's like you can see she got a black eye, she got bruises all over, broken fingers and stuff. I was like, dang, girl.
She went crazy.
I looked for that one.
I was like, damn, she was really fighting that man.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I follow her socials too.
Yeah, it's like most of the time when a movie is not good, it's really this either the script or the director's fault. And so it's like if you looking at a movie and you can feel the acting being bad, that's like, and even that's the director's fault, because when you edited this, you saw this. And you didn't schedule no reshoots.
You were sitting off to the side.
I mean, what kind of reshoot are you going to do on Street Fighter? There's no reshoots that make Street Fighter better.
No, I think with Street Fighter, they were like, it's going to be campy.
Yeah.
Not necessarily it's going to be bad.
But
you know what I mean?
They were terrible. They were terrible outside of Raul Julia.
You didn't cast people who could see that like Brandy said, that Street Fighter was more meant to be campy than like a fight action movie, which is probably what most people were expecting. The problem is Raul Julia was in a campy theatrical story movie, and Jean-Claude Van Damme was holding on for dear life till the next time he got to kick somebody. And so when your climax is between someone who can do Shakespeare at Stratford-on-Avon and somebody who
can do a split
struggles
it's
to just read the words on the page.
What are the expectations for Jean-Claude?
That's just they'll mix.
What are the expectations though?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Are that they make a movie that's a good movie.
The casting failed.
Right. Gotcha.
Because
are you saying that? So whose fault is it
that
you put an actor like Raul Julia in that movie surrounded by those people? Is that bad?
I mean, you want a name. Raul Julia is a name. Like,
but we didn't go see it because
film.
of Raul Julia.
He wasn't going to take it. Like, if the man wouldn't have been dying, he wouldn't have taken that role. He took that role because he was dying and his kids love Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a very good possibility that had he not
in an action movie
actively been dying, he would have been working on Addams Family 3. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I would took that, for real.
Which is putting two actors of the same caliber next to each other and watching them play off of each other in a beautiful way.
Yeah, I would have preferred an Addams Family 3 than a Street Fighter. So yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Or then
I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's why he did Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, he died right after that. He was dying of cancer, like actively dying.
But no, I didn't know about his son. I didn't know about he had a kid who Street Fighter was kept, and that's why he did the movie.
Yeah, he did it so that they would see him in an action film. And they were fans of Street Fighter. There's an interview with him, and he actually like flat out says that's why he did the movie.
That's the only reason he did it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Which tells me that it was like, this is some bullshit, but sure, why not? He read that script and was like,
and there was like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He didn't read the script. He was like, I'm gonna just make up some speeches. It's fine.
But you know, that actually brings up an interesting point. Just that idea of like getting the movie made and out there, because Bruce Willis towards the end was starring in any and everything. And then I clearly remember thinking about stuff like he must have got sucked into one of those contracts that Wesley Snipes was in, where he just like was obligated to do these 10 films or something. Because I was like, what is this crap he is putting out? And then I think by the third movie had come out, the announcement came out, and we were like, oh, he's sick. And so he just making sure he get all these movies.
Makes me sad because there are people like Kevin Smith talks about when he did the movie, him and Tracy Morgan did that cop movie, and he was so, ill-tempered, and he was just not, Kevin Smith talks about how he was just behind the scenes. He just wasn't pleasant. He didn't. And I think to myself, like, was it because of the dementia, or was he really just like a but was that like the beginning, and maybe he didn't want to be close to anybody because he was already starting, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you never know. But I mean, at the end, this is what I do for a living, and this is what I can do to set up my family. I'm a be in Pac-Man the movie. You know,
there you go. Get the check. As long as the check clears, you pay me for 40 hours. This is what I'm doing.
That's what Denzel said. He said, "I do one for me, and I do one to pay the bills." And sometimes the one to pay the bills end up being some bullshit, but it also don't be the actor's fault. Because he also was like, the movies are a director's meeting. That's why now when I have critiques for movies, it's like I'm way heavier on the director and the producers and the people who behind the scenes and make it happen. Because if you're seeing a bad acting performance, that's the director and the studio's fault. Because you can always do what they did in Back to the Future. I don't know if y'all seen them Eric Stoltz Back to the Future clips.
Oh, yeah.
They made the right choice. That movie was going to be some dark, whatever, scary. That I don't know if I'm getting back home. Not like a playful romp through a more racist time in America's history. You know what I'm saying?
Not the romp through racism. Whee! And a black man became the mayor.
He told that black man, "You
gonna
be
bang
the mayor."
my mom.
And invented rock and roll. All right, that's where you took it too far with that.
Hey, it's your cousin Marvin. Listen to this. Oh, come on now.
I want to know what not Barry Gordy. He called Chuck Berry, right?
Chuck Berry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry.
I want to know. I don't know if y'all ever seen no Chuck Berry interviews, but Chuck Berry, one of them, like, he's very
busy keeping that women in his restaurants.
He's very cemented on the fact that he was one of the pioneers of rock and roll. So you may get a movie talking about some white boy show my cousin this, and
you know, Little Richard has something to say about that. Little Richard,
it's the but technically it's the grandfather paradox. Because the only reason that Michael J. Fox would have known to do that is because he had already invented it.
Exactly. So stop trying to tell me.
You only knew to show him that because it had been shown to you.
That's what they do. They show us our own shit back to us. Like, look what we made. Smooth jazz. What? Boney James. Spiral James.
Immediately about to make me start talking about about some weird hairstyles and some odd foods, brothy rice and shit. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Anyway. So there were a couple other people that come to mind, and I'm curious. I want to get Russell Crowe was in the movie Robin Hood, which was a severely underperforming movie, and of course this is Gladiator himself. And I mean, granted,
what other movie besides Gladiator
for Russell Crowe?
He got one of them. What's one of the movies where he was a weird genius, A Beautiful Mind? He was in one of them.
A Beautiful Mind is awesome.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Beautiful Mind is.
The truth.
I'm not watching no movie
about that man, but I mean,
true,
I'm sure it was a decent performance.
It was a beautiful movie.
That's just not my kind of movie.
That wasn't the truth.
I love it.
Once I see a motherfucker writing on the chalkboard in the trailer, and then 2 or 3 more times writing on the chalkboard.
Good Will Hunting is amazing. Good Will Hunting is an amazing movie. Robin Williams deserved every bit of that Oscar.
Absolutely.
I grew up. It wasn't enough black people with that movie for me to be able to see that when I was growing up.
Oh wow!
What to see? What?
You should watch it.
What was wrong with
Good Will Hunting? It's a really good movie.
It wasn't enough black people in it for my family. Like, nobody was about to take me to see no goddamn Good Will Hunting.
Jesus,
some white boys going hard.
You gotta watch.
Watch it now.
I read the Wikipedia and I seen clips, so I kind of pieced it together.
Watch that movie.
Wow,
it's a good movie.
You need to watch that movie. Robin Williams is amazing.
Cliff notes on that movie. Yeah.
Why?
Because of Robin Williams'
I've seen the part. I already seen the "It's Not Your Fault" part. So
that's not even the best part of the movie.
It's really not.
It's like the
anticlimactic part of the movie.
Jeff trying to get a Better Help sponsorship right now.
You should watch.
You're like it right now. I'm thinking of Better Help.
And I've seen like all the sitcoms that did like their version of Good Will Hunting too.
But that's not.
If you're a Robin Williams fan, and you may not be, and that's fine. Just if you're not, then don't. But if you are, you should watch it. It's like 1 hour photo. If you're a Robin Williams fan, you need to watch 1 hour photo and Insomnia. No, that was
and Memento. No, not
I'm
Memento.
a Robin Williams.
Awakenings is probably Robin Williams.
Flubber.
That was good.
1 hour photo.
Best performance.
There was another one.
Patch Adams. Jack.
Another good one.
Good Morning Vietnam. I watched that.
And of course,
was it Final Cut? Was the movie he did where he was the one that spliced the memories? Was that Final Cut?
What Dreams May Come.
What Dreams May Come. Yeah, there you go.
See that one now. I was like, hey man,
I'm
not ready for this level of.
But one is always happy to be of service. I say that shit at work all the time because of Bicentennial Man. One is happy to be of service.
I remember watching
this motherfucker's memorial.
Like, this shit is
what?
It was just weird. I didn't know what I thought the movie was just about a family getting a robot. And now once we get into I want to be a real human and I'm trying to I'm like, hey man, we're into
Wait a minute. That's
because I'm a kid. I'm like, are y'all trying to
Do you remember that movie? That Steven Spielberg movie?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest movie to me. Like I left that movie I didn't feel nothing.
But that's Pinocchio. AI is Pinocchio. Bicentennial Man is its own thing. It's a sentient.
He's trying to do
all Pinocchio.
Not old Pinocchio.
He want to feel like a real boy.
Wow.
He got the money. He started loving people.
Pinocchio.
Started loving people. Got it. Died. Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know.
Do you beat up cats? You own a pet? God damn, nigga.
You talk about Robin Williams, and I think Father of the Year
Bicentennial
needs to be thrown into that conversation. I think Father of the Year is like a very, very interesting movie, especially if you're going to recommend Insomnia and
Even
1 hour photo.
He was the
1 hour photo is perhaps the most.
Oh yes, it's disturbing.
Unique perspective.
It's
when
disturbing.
you see, just like seeing Robin Williams, you don't think that that doesn't what. And I think Father of the Year kind of fit in that same category. Like I just didn't. That was a. What is this one? Hood is my favorite Robin.
I think
Williams.
he means Hook.
Hook. Yeah, Hook.
Yes.
I was like, Hood. What movie is Hood?
Good.
I ain't seen that one. I'm gonna check that out.
Yo.
Robin Williams in there breaking down bricks.
You know what? He was thinking
see my shit with the scorpion on it. I mean, 20K
he was thinking Steve Martin. You know, like
Robin
I just seen a meme about Maggie Smith, and that was like the genius of Maggie Smith is that she, at 54, she played elderly. They made her up so well in Hook that for the next 30 years, she just she never really aged, and everybody was like, "Wait, she's been the same age since forever." But she never. I thought that was so funny because it's true. It's literally what she looked like.
Yeah, no, Maggie Smith. I don't remember a time when Maggie Smith wasn't an older lady. So,
whereas I can't say that because I saw Excalibur and I know what Helen Mirren looked like.
Okay, Helen Mirren is different.
Yeah, it's Helen Mirren. That's a different breed.
Helen Mirren is different, though.
She gets her own show.
You talk about Maggie Smith.
I'm like,
I'm here, even in Sister Act. Yes, she had the habit on and everything, and she still.
Sam. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about.
Right, like Maggie Smith, like who? Like, Professor McGonagall.
Like, hey man.
Whoa.
Professor McGonagall.
Whoa, stop.
Hey man.
Stop.
You know what? The fact that was
we're getting our British white women fucked up. Yeah,
y'all was just talking about how fine Maggie.
No, it's not. Do not go there with that Maggie Smith.
Y'all
you know what?
Mrs. McGonagall, but we ain't.
No, look.
We ain't jumping out the window for
deviant
Mrs. McGonagall
from time to time. So he's not wrong for thinking that's where I was going. But damn.
Oh wow. Y'all gotta have a conversation, all right?
Okay.
You could DM them.
I'll give you Emma Thompson, even, but Maggie Smith, sir.
Right. I was like, come on now.
She wasn't fine on Monty Python.
I'm not here to yuck nobody yum.
Nah, you can call me out for that one. Hold on now. Whoa. Okay, let's see. So we've covered Al Pacino with Jack and Jill. He got the Oscar for Son of a Woman. Nicolas Cage. I don't really feel like Nicolas Cage is fair to add to this conversation because everything.
He's not. Nicolas Cage is always Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage been Nicolas Cage since Peggy Sue got married. He's been Nicolas. He's gonna be.
If he does a bomb like Wicker Man,
he was good. Leaving Las Vegas is so good. What was the one? Is it 8mm? The one where he was the detective and it was like boxing.
8mm.
So good. He can be.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, but he's just crazy, and he's always Nicolas Cage.
Yes, and he's always been crazy.
Yeah,
right.
Moonstruck.
What was the Raven?
It was decent in Snake Eyes.
Crazy as hell. Moonstruck.
Vampire's Kiss.
Snake Eyes was really good.
He's been crazy.
That was the one with Gugino or Gugino, right?
All the memes.
Fine as hell in that movie. She was so fine in Snake Eyes. My God, today, and people do not talk about that woman. She's fine.
Yeah, it was. Agree.
So Nicolas Cage is kind of the exception. So
if you ever seen that movie, Carla Gugino is fine.
Has the Oscar for Monsters Ball, which is a conversation of itself, but also did Catwoman.
Which, by the way, gets a bad rap. I'm going to just say it.
But see, I think that is just a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie.
What gets a bad rap?
It's not
what people wanted it to be, but it's not a bad movie.
What? Which one?
It's a campy movie.
Catwoman.
Even Glenn Close is terrible in that movie.
It's not Catwoman. That's the problem.
What you say?
Like it's not. It's like they motherfuckers be trying to do like they was the first ones to try to do Batman without Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like Catwoman
as
part of Catwoman's whole allure is the fact that she crosses the line. Sometimes she good, sometimes she bad. But
sometimes she play basketball. Sometimes she don't play basketball.
See, that'd be the stuff where like somebody got to step in and be like,
"Thank you."
Actually, you know what he did?
And one scene gotta go.
Yeah. See, and that's a
director and a writer.
The early 2000s, it was campy. That's all it was, and I think it got misunderstood because people were looking for, it's going to be Catwoman, right?
They're looking for Christopher Nolan.
And Michelle Pfeiffer murdered the role the last time a Catwoman was on screen.
She
so
did.
It was a tough act.
But I don't think Halle Berry was bad because all the shit that she did she was asked to do.
There you go.
And she did what she had to do well. But the problem is the script was bad. It was edited crazy. So some of the stuff she was asked to do, whether she did it or not, it still looked crazy in the context of the movie. And tonally, we already had.
It was like an action film. No, we want to be like a supernatural thriller. No, we want to be a rom-com.
And that's my point. That's why this one makes the list, simply because Halle Berry, in my opinion, that movie, she gave you two very clear depictions of her character. You saw when she was the mousy office assistant who stumbled upon, and then you saw the confident, strong, I can kick everybody's ass in the room character. And they were distinctly different characters. That, like Jeff said, the edit. If you took out, first of all, if you just took out that basketball scene that didn't need to be in it at all, had no content, nothing about that worked. They could have been at the house cooking together for that same little moment. Because what was that?
Cat powers don't make you get a jump shot.
Cat powers don't make you dunk.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Onyx is
you have lighter bones or something. But even if you had cat
slapping that
powers,
microphone,
you could dunk, you wouldn't dribble like that. You would have better coordination with the ball. Anyway, not gonna get stuck on that one horrible scene. That scene killed the movie more than anything. But again, I think Halle Berry, for everything that was given, her portrayal of the character she played was accurate, and I think she herself did a good job in this terrible film. even Sharon Stone, like we were just talking about, played a convincing villain who really felt like she was trying to sap the powers from people to stay young and beautiful. But there wasn't really any saving that movie as a whole. Good actors, bad.
And I also don't think that I don't think she had any chemistry with Benjamin Bratt. Now maybe that's me hating.
No, it's not.
Now,
you might still be getting stuck on the basketball scene.
But
you'll accept that hate.
It was dry. It was real dry between them two.
To note, I'm also a Halle Berry hater. I feel like she has only really 2 good performances: Losing Isaiah and Monsters Ball. Outside of that, I feel like Halle Berry is the most average-ass actress on the planet. It's the fact that she's fucking perfect visually that allows me to be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you do.
No, she did a movie with Bruce Willis that I really liked that nobody talks about, and I forget what it was called.
And
it was
story.
Hold on,
was good.
Is it the emergency? Not the. Damn.
It was. It was like a murder mystery, and like, it was good. And I don't remember what it was a while ago, and nobody ever talks about it. So it's obviously a throwaway movie. I probably found it when I was working at Blockbuster, but I really liked
she was
that
good
movie.
in Jungle Fever.
She was.
She was good in Jungle Fever. Yes, she was.
She was okay.
She's a Bond girl.
RG.
She's a Bond girl.
She was okay in Jungle Fever.
RG. She was more than okay in Jungle Fever. That was the crackiest of the crack.
I'm sorry. And I will give her Boomerang.
911 caller.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about.
Strictly Business.
Yeah, that's my movie. I was obsessed
Why
with
do fools fall in love?
Stop.
Perfect Stranger.
Tripping right now, bro.
Randy.
She's in
Perfect Stranger. That was a good movie.
Race the Sun with Casey Affleck.
Mid. She's so mid as an actress to me. She's just so mid.
Her in that Catwoman outfit, you can go straight to hell. she
Look,
we're not even going to talk about her in the outfit now.
Visually, she wears the crown. It's Halle Berry, right? Look, as a black man,
we're not going to talk about that James Bond scene when she was coming up out that water looking like everything great in the world.
Like I said,
as a black man, I will never, ever.
But does that fall into the category of what he's saying as far as
let that be clear?
Like she just looks like
because
wasn't she Cloud Atlas?
RG don't like that ghetto shit. He don't like Baps. Baps not for RG.
Baps
but I love Shorty though. I love the girl that she was playing with.
Disorderly.
I like Shorty she was playing with. Look, it's the Fat Boys. Mind your business.
No, Fat Boys.
I gotta like it.
Talk about sound like David Oyelowo over there.
Oh, him and his put some subservience. I don't even want to get that. We're not going on it. We're not going to even get into that. Let's moving on.
Now I'm gonna give Jeff a special episode for that.
Now
I'll give you a special episode for that. That's not today.
I am as far. You know what? No, we're not even. Anyway, I have the perfect movie.
What you got?
What you did, RG?
Gabrielle Union and Jeremy Renner did a movie together called Neo Ned. And it is about a neo Yahtzee who falls in love with Gabrielle Union in like a mental institution.
That premise is crazy.
Yeah. Wait, what's the name of this movie?
I've heard of it. Shit pissed me off so much that I forgot about it.
This is a very real movie. It was released
in 2005.
2005. I got it right here.
With Hawkeye, Gabrielle Union and Hawkeye. Ew, this is terrible. I'm out.
Actually, no. Looking at this cast, I would have watched this.
Hey, if I would have went to see this movie and if I had paid money to see this movie and it had turned out to be a neo-Nazi falling in love with a black girl, I don't even Yo,
we would have heard about shots getting fired in the movie theater.
I would have flipped that movie theater inside out, bro. I would have wrote a letter. That's what white people be doing. I'm appalled.
A strongly worded one.
A strongly worded letter.
He would have knitted his own kufi in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think I just
was
you know
like,
what?
This has to
is
be
not
written,
what I thought it was going to be.
And then it had to be pitched. And then they had to go in a meeting, and the meeting people had to be like, we need to find a director. And then we're going to get even more script writers.
I just read the description for what this movie is.
Multiple
and
people
this is
nodded
not at
their
all
head.
I thought it was going to be.
How this got presented to them. There was this going on.
Right.
Okay, I think a very important part of context for this is in this movie, Neo Ned. You already mentioned Jeremy Renner. He's in a mental institution. He meets Gabrielle Union, who believes she is a reincarnation
Hitler
of the leader of said party,
of the Yahtzee party.
That was not where I was.
Is this like a Dave Chappelle skit made into a movie?
Like what the fuck?
This is like now that I'm reading this.
She like takes they stink. Can't hear you. Oh,
I'm with Jeff now. Like, there's no way I would have been able to watch this movie, even as because I thought it was like he was going to realize the error of his ways because she was a nurse at the mental institution and she nursed him back to health and helped him heal, and he was better and realized that is not what this is about.
It's not what that's about.
Just looking at some of Wikipedia right now is frying my brains to the point that I can't take this anymore. I just can't take it anymore.
I'm like,
I'm canceling this interview. I'm walking away. Like I can't do this anymore. Just hearing this.
In 2005.
Okay, so yeah, that is
we
definitely
have existed 20 years with this movie sitting comfortably at a damn near 7 rating, 7 out of 10 by people who watched it. Every 7 out of 10 people who watched this movie thought it was good, Phil. 7 out of 10 people was like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Neo Ned, you should watch it."
You know what? I'm putting up a campaign right now. We need to go online and review bomb this movie.
We should schedule a night to all get together and watch it.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
Why not? We should Mystery Science Theater 3000 the fuck out that movie.
And y'all know I love a bad movie. It's not worth the watch. It's not. It's exactly what you think it is, and it was a struggle to watch.
They took
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't recommend watching it.
You're one of the 3 out of 10. You're one of the 3 out of 10.
If you want to torture yourself with a terrible movie, watch John Henry because at least you'll get a chuckle or two.
Well, if you want to watch something with Gabrielle Union, watch one of her good movies, like Bring It On or Deliver Us from Eva. Bad Boys 2. Like,
there you go. We have options.
If you want to
stop, see this,
Gabrielle Union,
that was the
check out LA's Finest, the TV show with her and Jessica Alba.
That was the
Brandy with her substance.
They're trying to flip us.
This is Brandy with her substance, making us watch movies that mess with our brains.
I'm telling you, Neo Ned is not worth a watch. It's not anything that you're going to watch and be like, you're not going to leave that.
Jeff,
I feel like you leave the substance with the
message.
You.
Go ahead.
You understand the message. When you leave Neo Ned, you'll be like, oh, that was a movie that I watched.
Go ahead. I saw you building it up.
Just sitting up after the movie,
my goodness,
okay.
That is crazy.
Literally,
that is definitely.
Watch it. It's not. It brings nothing to your life.
Okay, RG, you had some examples. We were talking earlier. You had some examples. What are other good actors in bad movies? What were some of the ones we were discussing earlier?
I had John Travolta in Battlefield Earth.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
But I don't necessarily know. Is it terrible?
I've never watched that. So he could have been amazing in that movie, and I will never know.
Oh, what about Will Smith in After Earth? I think what was it called?
Yeah, that fucking movie's horrible.
You and RG can get together and discuss the terribleness of
that. I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna walk up on stage and smack him for that
After Earth.
But at the same time, like, how long was he in that movie?
I don't give a shit.
10 minutes.
I was about to say, but in fairness, though, you can't.
Him and his whole record
That's
spinning.
one of the other parts.
Oh fuck!
No.
That movie pisses me.
I think
Jesus
headliner's
Christ.
burden is something that goes along with some of these films, because in some cases, kind of like we've talked about, if you get top billing, this your movie.
Yeah,
But that's
Good,
not the problem
bad,
with
right,
After
wrong.
Earth. The problem with After Earth is they casted a kid who had minimal acting experience to act against a green screen and carry an entire movie by himself.
True.
The movie and the story of the movie itself is not bad, but Jaden Smith was not a good enough
terrible.
actor to tell that story.
yeah.
Jaden
And
Smith
it was-
looked like
it was-
every time he
now,
was crying
it
in
was
that
Jaden's-
movie, it was because somebody punched him.
It was
No,
Jaden
it
Smith's
just it takes a
movie,
certain kind of actor who can carry a movie by themselves.
Yeah,
True.
like get a couple of
True.
supporting roles first. Like
Yes.
because he was good in The Get
Like
Down. He's not a
Karate
bad
Kid.
actor.
He was
Like,
good in Karate
I'm gonna say
Kid.
It was good.
he was great in Karate
He's
Kid.
not a bad actor, but also it helps to have Taraji P. Henson and Jackie Chan to look at and in between scenes be like, dude, like let's do this. They're like, okay, the giant bird that's trying to kill you is up there somewhere, so wave the stick at it. Action.
And he was and you know something, to Jaden Smith's credit, because I actually like hate that dude, like real life. But his movies, I disliked him so much in Karate Kid. He was a bit of a Joffrey in the first 45 minutes of that movie. Like I thought he was just he was such a disrespectful little shit. That whole movie, I wanted to smack him upside the head. But that was good acting. I mean,
I do like his
I don't give a
music.
shit
I'm
that
not
I
gonna
moved. So what? I moved to China. Do you want to eat? If you want to eat, little nigga, then when I tell you to come in the house, come in the house.
RG, this
Shut
is
up.
not
Why you out there
1973. This is not good time.
And that's the damn
We
problem
need
with
to-
the world. God damn it.
You
Get
gotta
off
stop
my
watching
lawn.
movies. You gotta stop letting James Evans incarnate your body when you watch movies.
I'm so mad that James Evans incarnates his body.
I can't help it. Can't help it.
He said, damn it, Florida, we're moving to China, and that's that.
Okay. Damn.
You see the reaction. She missed me.
Okay. I have another one.
Okay, what you
Another
got?
one. Meryl Streep in She-Devil.
That's not a bad movie. That is not a bad movie.
That's the one with Roseanne Barr, right?
Yeah, that is a
Yes.
fucking awesome movie.
That is not a good movie.
Really?
It's a good movie in that it's a good comedy for the 80s. That is a throwaway
For Meryl Streep. Yeah.
back shelf movie. When people talk about
Ma'am.
Meryl Streep,
Ma'am, this is not red tape. Comment is hilarious.
Uh-oh.
But yes, Meryl Streep. See, I remember She-Devil.
Will and Jada, hold up. Because Will and Jada were separated. Will was off somewhere fucking Margot Robbie to his heart's content. Jada was at home heartbroken. And August Alsina came on to her. A 24-year-old man came on to her.
Jada Pinkett.
And they had an affair. He has never said that he felt bad, that he felt like she took advantage of him, that he felt like he was a victim. He, in fact, quite enjoyed the situation, called it entanglement, and made a song out of it. That's the only reason we know about it, is because August Alsina decided to brag that he got some of that good.
There you go, kissing
And
and telling,
because
little boy.
of that, everybody hates Jada Pinkett.
I don't
just
hate
saying.
Jada Pinkett.
I don't hate Jada Pinkett. I'm glad Will Smith smacked
That's next
the shit out of
week.
Chris Rock.
That's next week, XP.
I'm just saying.
I think
Will
she's
Smith
a better
was
actor
with
than
Margot
Will
Robbie,
Smith.
who
Oh,
was
Death
well in
Becomes
her
Her
good
is
20s.
awesome.
People
Speaking
act
of
like he
Jada
was a
Pinkett-
saint, and he was not.
Speaking of Jada Pinkett, in this topic,
It becomes her so
I'm gonna
good.
put Woo
I
because
love Woo. I
think
literally
Jada
just
Pinkett
watched
was
Woo.
amazing.
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Eric. I love Woo. Underrated movie.
sorry to interrupt though, but my laptop's about to die, so I am going to take off though. So it was great. Right. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
Yes, indeed.
You see how we do it. If you see us and you want to join in, just let me know. I'll be happy to throw a link, man. It's been a pleasure. And
I'll love to come back.
Don't forget the Blurred
Explorer.
There you go.
All right.
Instagram.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all too. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Tommy Davidson, underrated. He didn't have the career he should have. He was in Booty Call. He was in Woo. Like, I think he was a decent little comedic leading man.
Trying to make
for sure.
And he just never really. Him and David Allen Greer, it's kind of like they just never.
Yeah.
Took off.
I think it's one of those things. I think it's one of those things where you hear a lot of comedians talk about, like in Hollywood, there's one, right?
Yeah.
So it was like Eddie, and then in that period right after,
and so did she.
But in that period right after Eddie, there was a time where they were trying to figure out who the next one was going to be, and so because once Eddie
Chris
did,
Tucker,
like
Chris Rock, got a little spot in there.
So then, but even before that, I'm talking about that period where it was like Tommy Davidson, the Wayans was making like mo money and shit like that.
Slow Down Dirty Shame with Jada.
Yeah, like even Martin
was a lot of Strictly Business.
Yeah,
all of those was kind of in there.
And then they tried to land on Chris Rock, and he's just not a good actor in comedic roles because he gets too into his like stand-up voice, and it's like, why are you yelling in Regina King's face at this hot dog place? Like, relax. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then they got Chris Tucker, and it's like he's a much better actor. We can trust him. We can put him in weird stuff, like
right.
He's a good comedic actor.
Yeah. What's the movie? The sci-fi movie. I always forget the name.
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. But to be fair, Ruby Rod in that movie was clearly not gay.
Of course he's not gay. He got
tricked. Knocking him down.
Yeah, he got
tricked. He didn't want just one position. He wanted all positions.
Thank you. He had a scene.
He wanted all positions.
There you go, lifting legs up. You don't feel no gravity, baby. I ain't even gotta hold him.
My favorite part of that movie is when he was talking about like the one dude's daughter, and he pressed the button and it was like playing like the moaning sounds. Oh man, we got in so much. Me and my cousins got in so much trouble for laughing at that. We weren't supposed to know what those was.
Okay, well, I got in trouble because of the beginning of Look Who's Talking. Just want y'all to know that I got put on punishment because I picked that movie out and it was dirty.
Oh Lord!
I got in trouble for
Look Who's Talking.
The part of Nutty Professor where. For some reason, I don't know why my grandmother decided to take me to see this movie. I really don't know why. Because all she took me to see was slave movies, really. But for some reason, she took me to see Nutty Professor. And the scene where it's like I'm like stifling my laughs because it's like I'm not supposed to know what some of these jokes are.
This is, yeah.
And when Dave Chappelle was roasting him and he said, "Who is sucking whose titty over here?" I couldn't hold it in no more. And I just felt my grandmother looking at me, and it's like, well, now my grandmother knows I know what titties are,
and that people suck them.
There you go.
Yeah, for pleasure, not for food.
Little Jeffy.
Hey, here's one. I got in trouble for peeking in American Werewolf in London. Now y'all can scare the hell out of me and traumatize me for life. Well, he transformed. But God forbid I see the sex scene.
Oh God!
I can get some enjoyment out of this horror that you just made me.
Like the rest of this movie is completely negating everything that I got from that one little part. That happened with me on Wolfen. The Wolfen scene when they changed, and I was like, that shit stuck in my head, and I got green for that one.
I'm telling you, Werewolves was my scariest when I was a kid. I didn't even like the black and white one. I did not. But I didn't see the new one. The one with, was it a Benicio del Toro? Is that one?
Wolf.
Am I right?
Wolf.
The Wolf. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I haven't seen that.
Was it good?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, the last Wolf I saw was the one with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer.
I remember.
Yeah,
that's the last one I remember.
And he didn't really like turn.
Right, not until the end.
Yeah,
they didn't really
like see it.
Yeah, that wasn't about the horror
Wolf
aspect.
I seen was Teen Wolf.
Wolf of Wall.
on TV.
Person, how did you end up in Wolf of Wall Street? Oh my goodness, that's they
okay.
Hey.
And there's Margot Robbie again.
My dad would have left. We would have just left that movie.
Come on. We go get some popcorn. Get up. Go.
Yep.
Now, what's funny, I remember I convinced my mom
to see the scene.
No, here's what I convinced my mom when I was a kid to take me. We went to see Police Academy.
Give me some jujubes.
I'm in the theater with my mom watching Police Academy. I think I watched half.
Ain't no way, bro.
I promise you, it is like that was a mistake. Mistakes were made.
Police Academy.
I watched that movie like 3 years ago, and I was like, I can't believe how much I watched this as a kid and didn't realize some of the stuff that was really happening. The lady underneath the podium, I didn't know what that was when I was watching that as a kid. And as an adult, I was like,
what the hell?
Why y'all let's watch this?
Movies that I watched, Bachelor Party, I used to watch all the time. Have you watched that as an adult?
Oh, yeah. That's just
Revenge of the Nerds, I was obsessed
those
with.
Were just dirty.
Like,
I remember when that scene happened in Conan the Barbarian. When he bangs the witch and throws her into the fire. It's a spectacular scene. Sorry, I'm so graphic. It's exactly what I was young as shit. I was like, oh.
That's explaining some stuff.
Yeah. And then but then afterward he threw in the fire. When she scratched his back, I was like, this shit
what's
is
the
getting
name?
good.
Ripped the heart out in I think it was not Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Kali Ma. When I tell you the terror,
yeah, that'll fuck you up.
Do that.
Don't touch me on my chest. Don't touch me on my chest no more.
And snatch your heart out. I really.
No, I do clearly remember, like, we went to a theater out at Greenbrier Mall. I think I was like, maybe I had to be like 6 or 7 or something like that. And we went to the movies and we went to go see this comedy. We went to see Police Academy, and it was like a mistake. Like, because it was a new movie, it was in the theater, so nobody knew what was in it. And then, of course, as you pointed out later,
wait, who took you to see your mom or dad?
My mom.
Oh, and man, I know mom was in there like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's
but
on a sitcom, that's a dad fuck up. That's not a mom fuck up that she usually
sees. Not even because it's
that's
like
why
I
it's
said,
funnier.
We could have just left because there's no point at any point in that movie that is appropriate.
But see, here's the thing. Keep in mind, like now, given that I've seen that movie 100 times, I know how bad it is. But at the time when it was a new movie in the theater, you didn't know that every 2 seconds would be covering my eyes.
That's
that
awesome.
There was so much happening that when Rick Ricardo like, look, he's having a party and they're walking in and the girls are just taking their tops off around the fire. Like, there it is again. And it's in retrospect, it was not the way it was planned. It was just the way it happened.
Y'all have happy memories. My first movie sex memory was Looking for Mr. Goodbar. My fucking aunt took me to see Looking for Mr. Goodbar.
Your mom
I was
was
like,
wrong for that.
That's my aunt. I was like 5 fucking
years
old.
I was wrong. She was wrong for that.
It's absolutely terrible. That's my first. I'm
that's like taking you.
Wow, the lights are cool. Wait a minute. Why is she? What's happening with what's that splattering?
Why would she take you?
Did they spill her drink? Did she spill her drink? Yeah, I have no idea how I went to see the RKO theater.
Wow.
Yeah, the RKO theater. I remember that fucking vividly. You're on blast.
Good old Diane.
Just so you know, you're on blast. Thanks for creating this warped sense of humor.
I just remember
that I have
in the 80s there was a lot of like Fatal Attraction and Double Jeopardy and all Double Indemnity type of movies, like sex crime movies. And my cousin was obsessed with them, so we watched a lot of them. Like
Sleeping,
and it wasn't even like watching Revenge of the Nerds. It wasn't even like necessarily for the naked parts. It was like, okay, this naked part happens, but the part after this is so funny because they have a party. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
As a kid, I wasn't. I mean, like, there's titties in the Never-Ending Story. I didn't even notice that until like 5 years ago.
Oh wow!
Biggest day, big old titties. When you go to the Southern Oracle,
the statues.
Look up the picture.
Oh, the statues.
Statues.
I was like, I never noticed that.
Yeah, nah. See, when you're a grown boy, statues don't count because you be seeing statues all the time.
Oh, those are the titties you talking about? Yeah, I remember those. I thought you meant there was some other titties I didn't see.
It was so not even a part of the story to me that I was more concerned about the beams, not the beams.
Right, like don't die, dude.
Headlights, high beams. Yeah,
no,
that was yeah.
It's like going back and watching movies and being like, "Is that Samuel L. Jackson?" Have you noticed when you go back, a lot of them old movies, you'll be like, "I'll be damned."
Oh yeah, like
holy shit. Okay.
It just goes to show that like when I look at people's like IMDb page or their Wikipedia and I see like their filmography, I be thinking like, man, I hadn't seen half these movies, and then when I'm like, oh, I saw this. I didn't even know what the movie this was, but I remember this. Oh yeah, I did see it. Oh yeah, and it's like I don't think I really started paying attention to what movies I remembered, knew, and liked and whatnot until I was like older. You know what I'm saying? Like I was definitely mid-teens before
I was a kid and I knew my movies because I had my tapes. Like I knew.
Well, I mean, like I have, like I can definitely recall the VHSs and stuff that I had as a kid and the stuff that I watched on repeat over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you, my cousin and I, we had this one cassette that had Commando, Rambo, RoboCop, Police Academy.
Damn,
man.
That was our my cousin spending the night VHS.
That was one tape.
That was what. Well, you used to have
that
like
quality was ass. That shit was like bootleg. That shit looked like you was working. God,
if you recorded from like HBO.
With that, and back in the day, you could just take a VCR on top of another VCR.
The more movies you had,
you put tape over the little. But anyway,
you're saying you recorded over the movie, but you had one tape with like 3 movies on it.
Yeah. No, it was like 4 movies on it.
You didn't have.
No, I'm saying I did, but I remember if you had like the more movies you had on the tape. Like it was ass. Like the quality got bad.
We had at least 3 or 4 movies on every day.
You just turned a little tracking button between the films, and the lines would straighten up, and it was good.
Yeah,
but I know that we never had
VHSs with one movie on it unless we literally bought that VHS,
right?
Like
that
movie.
Right.
But yeah, all the VHS we had were, and like I remember one time I was in the video store with my stepdad, and I made the mistake of asking, like, can we rent this movie? And he looked at it and he was like, yeah, we'll get it. And then I'm standing at the counter leaning. I was like, can you record that one for me? Just like all loud and obvious and whatnot. Because I didn't know that you weren't supposed to be doing that. We had like everything we rented that I liked, we owned. That's how you got a movie. I didn't know that you couldn't or shouldn't do that.
It was illegal to distribute them.
Stan was fast forwarding right past that FBI message.
Right.
I'm gonna say what I was always resentful of is that I aged up to about 18, and by the time I was 18, they didn't have the video stores with the curtain in the back no more. And I always wanted to go behind the damn curtain. Right. Not even to do anything, just to go back there. I don't know if you
did, though. It always had a smell.
Homeward Bound.
There was always a smell that didn't exist
Homeward Bound.
In the rest of the store.
The thing about Homeward Bound, I had a golden retriever named Spike. Aww. That was my second pet ever. I cannot watch Homeward Bound to this day.
Oh, Shadow.
Oh, man.
It just hit a certain way.
And The Incredible Journey. I loved them both.
Yeah.
They used to show us Homeward Bound, and they used to show us Milo and Otis.
CDs.
I loved Milo
all the time
and Otis.
as a kid. I was like, man, can we get some? Like, damn, every time.
We used to have a lady in the neighborhood.
Otis is cool, like once or twice, but
that's when you was like, can we just do some classwork, please? I want to watch this.
We used to have a lady in our neighborhood. She had a cat named Milo, and she would call for her Milo, and we would scream Otis, and she would get so mad.
At least it wasn't Old Yeller.
Ooh,
for real, that's fucked up right there.
Yeah,
they showed us that in school too.
You know why we can't find your dog, right?
Where the red fern grows.
He knows why he had to do it. Movies. I'll do it, Paul.
I remember that one. Yep.
Where the red fern grows, like just shoot me right in the face. As a kid, Bridge to Terabithia, stop. Why are you making us read this?
They pan down to that little flower in between them two little dog graves. I was like, no. Y'all doing a lot now. The dog propaganda in America. Too far.
I will say, that's the one that gets
at
my
the
wife.
End of Where the Red Fern Grows.
My wife is torn up by that one. There was this one thing in my English class. I remember we read this book. It was called "Bless the Beasts and the Children." Some random book that we ended up like getting I don't know if it was a made for TV movie or what it was, but we ended up watching the movie of it as well. And this is the
was weirdest. It like a Christian book?
There was definitely Christian allegory in it. The main, it's these 6 kids at camp that run off and they escape from the camp because they're like the outcast kids, and the leader of the gang, of the little gang, his name is John Cotton, JC, and he did a Thelma and Louise towards the end, and it was just some random stuff. And I just remember thinking, much like all of the other ones, why we got to keep watching this? I've seen that thing 5 or 6 times when I was in middle school and high school.
Jeez.
Nobody else remembers this damn series.
I've never heard of it.
And I cannot find video for it. I did find the actual book. I was able to locate the IBSN number, but I just had to make sure this shit wasn't a fever dream in my head. Cause I
just feel like they wanted to torment us for whatever reason. This generation will never understand. They made us read stuff like Animal Farm and, like I said, Bridge to Terabithia. Just books to traumatize.
We watched A Never-Ending Story. Was supposed to be a happy fantasy movie, and we had to watch that horse die.
Lord of the Flies, and we
watched that horse die, and that was it. Never-Ending Story. When that horse dies,
Atreyu.
Yeah, Atreyu's horse.
Is that good or bad? Right? Because kids nowadays, they don't have any kind of kids entertainment. At least back in the day,
that's the problem.
Those we got rid of dodgeball. Us for life.
We took dodgeball out of school.
One day you're gonna get sad, girl. Your horse just gonna die. You gotta keep going.
These little motherfuckers is watching Power.
You better learn to deal with it. You just keep
watching.
Also, yes.
They watching Game of Thrones. My son, my son be watching That's So Raven. You gotta watch age appropriate stuff. It's a little up for you. You watch these high school kids and how they act. That's what I was watching when I was 8.
Yeah,
I will say I was always mindful of what we allowed the kids to watch.
I wasn't watching Power. I was 12 years old watching Hill Street Blues, nigga.
Well, I mean, look, we Gen X was different. We had full control of the TV, so shit.
But
Hill Street Blues was on regular TV though, so
Hill Street Blues is also from the police side of things. They watching shows from the criminal side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
My dad's TV was in the living room, and I had a TV in my bedroom, but I couldn't turn it on all the time. So we was watching whatever the heck they wanted to watch.
Oh yeah, those little things on the Dark Crystal, they were
scared me half to death. And I love Muppets. So of course, my dad was like, I'm going to go. We're going to go because I love Muppets. Boy, let me tell you, I was in that theater.
That's another bone I have to pick with Brandy too. But the Muppets. She talked us into watching the new Muppet show. I turned on the first episode, and what music is playing in the background?
Oh, they hit
Rainbow Connection.
Yeah, got all emotional.
I told y'all I can't listen to the Rainbow Connection without crying. So I think Brandy is just trying to traumatize me.
She's that emotional friend. She's that emotional friend.
I can't help it. I love the Muppets.
She said, I had to watch it.
It was the first episode. I haven't watched another one since.
We're going to cry together.
Okay. So that was a nice little trip down memory lane with the movies. And some of those are, in fact,
bad movies.
Those are all I think good movies. Though. I don't know that any of those. Some of those might be iffy, but I would say
Never Ending Story is not a good movie.
What?
As an adult, it is not a good
As an adult,
it's a classic.
You have to watch Never Ending Story is like
that's on our Mount Rushmore, dude.
Never Ending Story is like Goonies. If you don't see it when you're a kid, you will not like it.
I feel like that about The Last Dragon.
You're not supposed to.
I said it. I feel like if you didn't watch The Last Dragon as a kid, you're not necessarily gonna like it as an adult. I've tried. No. I have tried to get people to watch it, and they're like, it's corny and cheesy. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? This is cinema. But I saw it when I was 8.
I was going to say, low key, it might need to be the first Kung Fu movie you see. Because if you see like some real Kung Fu, you're like, hey, brother.
You can't.
No wonder they was dragging your ass all over that pizza parlor. You don't know what
you definitely need context for something like that. And I think obviously nostalgia holds a certain place, but I think when you have that nostalgia element, you can contextualize the movie for when it came out and understanding the difference of it then versus now. Because and I think I mentioned this one time before, I tried to get my kids to watch the Goonies. They would not pay attention to the shit. I was over here visibly getting upset because they would not watch this movie that I love. And I'm like, this was such a great, you know what? Just get out. Don't even worry about it.
Right, just forget it.
And they just, and in fairness to them, it looks like shit compared to what they're used to looking at.
Like Dad's watching the Goonies again.
Although my nieces and nephews love Bugsy Malone, and I did not think they were going to love Bugsy Malone as much as I did as a kid. That's Jodie Foster, Jodie Foster, where they were baby gangsters.
Yeah,
I loved that movie, but it's from the 70s. But when I tell you the kids watched that movie, I mean they wore that movie out. My godmother or my stepmother was like, "What the hell you got there watch it?" I was like, I can't believe they'll sit and watch it.
I mean, it's good.
Jodie Foster and Scott Baio, and it's like a 1920s gangster flick, but they're all kids, and instead of guns, they have cream pies. It's actually really funny.
It's a hilarious movie. It's a great movie. I remember Bugsy Malone.
That sounds funny.
I mean, there are times like there's some things that just like they are kind of timeless, and given even when it came out, it was already a period piece then, so it's always going to be
Goonies though. Goonies never die. How do you not like Goonies as a kid? You didn't do it early enough.
Apparently, and that very well could be the case. And the thing is, like they've seen other stuff. And it's like, as much as I suffered through Shark Boy and Lava Girl and had to sit and watch that with them, I was like, you know, y'all have
the least you could do. I'm grateful.
Yeah, for real.
I was like, y'all could let me show y'all what I watched as a kid. Y'all get this. Let me show you what I had and why I was better.
Listen, man,
and there again, like there was no CGI. There was no,
you know, the age like
the
8
ship was the best thing for it.
8 or 9,
like.
Yeah, but it was about it being kids. Like when I was a kid, it was like I didn't care. Like the set could have been cardboard, and I watched. Remember, we grew up on them terrible '80s Nickelodeon shows that was like somebody in the back holding up a son. Like we didn't grow up with big lavish production. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, like I promise you, I was all in on the Canadian production. You can't do that on television. That shit was cut, paste, and animated. It was horrible, but it was fantastic. And Pinwheel,
like
we electric company. We are electric company.
We were not getting top quality entertainment.
But see,
I got one for y'all. Guess what I woke up this morning singing? I woke up, literally the song was in my head and I was singing it all morning. Jeff, you might not know this, but I feel like all of the other people will. You ready? Picture page, it's time to get your picture page. It's time to get your crayons and
pencils. What is that?
Picture pages. I didn't have cable growing up, so I had to watch a lot of PBS.
I was about to say, no, Jeff would know picture page.
I don't know picture pages. What was
it? Mortimer Penn?
Time to help Bill Cosby make another picture page with you, or whatever.
Did you say Bill Cosby?
Yes. Yeah, that's who did picture pages.
It was from the Cosby Show. Or Fat Albert.
Yeah, that was Fat Albert.
No.
And what was the
Electric Company?
Yeah.
Picture Page. Was that Electric Company?
Electric Company was Picture Pages? Wait a minute.
Was that Picture Pages? Or was that Fat Albert?
No, I feel like it was Fat Albert because it was Fat Albert, Picture Page, and not Green the Hornet, but like the
Brown Hornet. Was
it the Brown Hornet?
No, the Brown Hornet. The Brown Hornet was
Captain Kangaroo. Okay, I knew it was one of them. I was like, it wasn't. It was like I said, yeah, Captain Kangaroo.
Wow.
I don't know where it came from. Repressed memory for real, probably because I'm stressed out. This house. If you could see the chaos, I had what I had to do to make this space.
See your pictures are missing in the back. I noticed your pictures are not up on the wall.
It is a mess. I hate moving. I hate this move the worst. Everything costs so much. I can't get rid of my furniture. I'm gonna have to pay somebody to take it away. That's more money.
Oh,
it's a mess.
My sympathy. Moving is.
Yeah, moving sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
The Brown Hornet was part of Fat Albert.
Yes, that was the cartoon they watched in Fat Albert.
Okay, and so that I remember, and yeah, Picture Pages started off on.
Okay.
I know it was all around
Captain
the same
Kangaroo.
time.
I remember that fucking weirdo.
Fucking
Captain Kangaroo. He just looked like a child predator.
I YouTubed it because I was like, where did this come from? Is this even something that I know, or is this something I made up in my head? So I YouTubed it and was like, I'll be damned.
Mortimer Ichabod Marker.
If you have
pop, stand right back in.
Call them. Call EAP and have a conversation. Like, why am I remembering pictures? Captain Kangaroo he's bad memories for me. I don't know why. Captain Kangaroo looks like he offered you
Captain Kangaroo. I didn't F with Bozo. Bozo Circus. I used to have a babysitter, and every morning she would be playing that, and I hated. I think that's why I hate clowns today. I hated Bozo. I would much rather watch Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, at least Captain Kangaroo was normal. Was like human. I don't know what Bozo was.
I can just think about the taste of cinnamon toast and applesauce and fucking Bozo Circuit.
Man.
Oh, I hate it.
All right. I guess at some point we'll have to come back and discuss can a single actor save a bad movie? That's probably the next question, because we've discussed having good actors in bad films, but can a good actor take a bad film and make it a good film? Is that something that can be done? And as audience and reviewers, do we have to do a better job of separating art from the artist? Because as was mentioned earlier, I think a lot of what the way people feel about a person can actually, it has influence on how they review the film when they watch something. Obviously,
I hate Tom Cruise.
Right. And so it's like, it doesn't matter how good the performance is. And the first thing that comes to mind, now mind you, I'm not saying this is a good movie. Jeff, I am not saying this is a good movie.
Hey man, I'm listening.
But I am absolutely 100% sure that The Flash got a lot more negative reviews because of all the negative publicity surrounding Ezra Miller. And
true.
There again, that's one of the situations where whenever I think that when you have an actor who can give us a portrayal of two different people in a single film, it does take a certain amount of talent to have two clear identities on screen when you have to act with yourself and things like that. And Ezra Miller in that movie did a decent enough job with that. But we don't like Ezra Miller because he's not a good person. So that's going to have some
what
bearing.
else has he done?
Fantastic.
Everybody was talking about this dude like, oh, he's so good. We can't let him go. He's such a good actor. And I'm like,
no, I'm not saying that he wasn't replaceable in anything.
Brad Pitt's a great actor. He's a good actor. You like his movies. He's charismatic. Okay. But Ezra Miller.
And I'm not making the argument to like save Ezra Miller on all the projects. He's absolutely replaceable and he can go. Yeah. But I'm also saying that I believe that it was
I think part
judged
of
a lot more harshly as a result of who he is as a person.
It's just like Amber Heard.
I mean, I think
in what's the name? The
Aquaman. Yeah.
Before I knew who she was, I found her very forgettable.
No, but I loved her in that. I loved her in the movie that she did with Nick Cage. I thought movie? She was
Drive Angry.
Drive Angry.
Yeah, no, I
think on the Ezra Miller thing too, it's like that whole thing was just like the Snyderverse was in turmoil and there was just like a whole lot of stuff surrounding that movie that it couldn't afford to have an unlikable star.
Right.
So, like, and so I don't think it's like a lot of people were just like, oh, Ezra Miller, I hate him, so I hate the Flash. But I think it was just like you Google Ezra Miller and it's like a video of him beating up a woman and also
everything except the movie trailer comes up.
And then when you look at the Flash and you start looking at it and it's like, well, is this connected to the Batman and the Superman we just got? And it's just like none of it makes sense. And now Michael Keaton's back, and now what's his name? George Clooney's back. And so you didn't even, and then the movie wasn't really good enough where people left like, no, like for real, like you got to see it. Like it's going to make you rethink the DCE. It had a very steep hill to climb up, and it was wearing the slipperiest dress shoes it could find straight out the box.
Wesley Snipes said it
Michael
best.
Keaton.
Some motherfuckers always try to ice skate uphill. That movie
Michael Keaton is a good enough and big enough actor where he could just be like, yeah, no, I know, it sounds whatever. I'm Batman. And people were like, yay,
Right, exactly.
They were like, love you, Mike.
I feel like that's what
everybody
happened
else
with
was like,
when he came.
I'm so sorry about your career.
When we got Andrew Garfield showing up in the Spider-Man movie, that was like great. We were happy to see that. It was fantastic. When Tobey Maguire stepped through that thing, my theater lost their damn minds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not that Andrew Garfield is like he never got his third movie. Right.
I mean, Flash is passable. Like as a movie, I enjoyed Flash. And I feel like Ezra Miller did a good job in his portrayal of the Flash. But it is exactly what you said. Like, because of the press surrounding him, it was one of those, hey man, I can't endorse your movie, dude. Like I get the fact that you did a good job in the whole 9 yards, but I can't endorse your movie, dude. You're a terrible person. Like you're a fucking terrible person.
You can't endorse the movie.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I will not support. I will not support. My favorite movie, my favorite rom-com of all time, is Annie Hall. My second favorite is When Harry Met Sally, which I can very much still enjoy and partake of. I have not watched Annie Hall in about 30 years.
Yeah. It's like you can't support
same
that. Same
way I feel about R. Kelly, same way I feel, you know what I'm saying? Right. If I feel like you yourself, I'm fighting the MJ allegations with everything I got.
Hey,
but if something happens to come out and it is definitive and evidential, I won't have no. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm just a drop in the bucket to these people, and they are going to be fine and all of that.
I'll be watching Cosby clips on Facebook, but of the parts of the show he not in. I be trying to just keep it to like the kids and Felicia Rashad.
Because the Cosby Show is not Bill Cosby. The Cosby Show is Heathcliff Huxtable.
Right.
But and it sucks because it's like that is an ensemble show. The show is not about Cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about that when Malcolm Jamal Warner passed, because usually when something like that happens, there's a Cosby Show marathon with all the big Theo episodes, and it's like it's just fucked up. We didn't even get to really like honor him the way we should have because of the allegations of somebody else.
And, legacy.
Motherfuckers didn't even pull out Malcolm and Eddie.
Right. The thing is, and two, also, you know, Malcolm didn't really want to necessarily be associated with Theo, although, and I get that, but I do feel like, you know, I get that you don't want to necessarily be defined by this character that you played as a child, but also, sir, we watched you grow into a man on that show, and it's not okay to just be like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't want to be that person.
Theo graduate,
that made you, dude.
Right, exactly.
And rest in peace. I think he was incredible. I think he went on to also do incredible things outside of being Theo Huxtable, but to just be like, you know, I don't ever want to I don't want to be associated with that thing that made me
who you are.
Who I am. Like you were able to navigate through that. Not like Jaleel White, who will always be Urkel. I'm sorry, everything he's in, he's Urkel. For whatever reason.
He be trying to not be Urkel, but it be a lot of Urkel.
He does try. And bless his heart. It's not even his fault. It's just
because
even if he's not Urkel, he's Stefan.
That's the problem. His regular face now is still tied to Urkel because it's just not smart Urkel. Like them niggas trying, like
he hasn't gotten a role.
All them girls
serious enough to make us even
because he's corny. We can separate Malcolm Jamal Warner from Theo because Malcolm Jamal Warner can act, and he's done some notable things since then. Steve Urkel,
Jaleel White is just that dude. He could do another sitcom.
A cornball.
He could do another sitcom if he wanted. He could be the dad.
Call that dude a hush puppy.
But he's not, you know. It's Alfonso Ribeiro too. Like he's like, it's because y'all don't like me because I'm with a white girl. And it's like, no, bro, it's because you literally are Carlton.
Okay.
When Jaleel White and Alfonso Ribeiro, if they were sitting on the couch with Oprah doing an interview, they would still be Carlton and Steve Urkel because
Steve Urkel that's who they are, and it's like,
oh, sorry, I'm also watching soccer. My bad.
Even when he was going back with Alfonso Ribeiro. Going all the way back to like Silver Spoons, the character he played there was corny.
Just be okay then with being a character. There's nothing wrong with being a character actor. There are people who have made very, very good careers being in on the joke. So be in on the joke.
There's also
you see what I'm saying? And be okay
why we
with
can't do damn good shows, because then we do this and like, okay, because the next thing that comes to mind is the typecasting problem, because I think about Braxton from Jamie Foxx. My man couldn't get no other work because every time they look at him, he goes to auditions. That's Braxton. Period.
Right. But so what did he do? He made a career out of playing those characters.
And exactly.
He is a character actor. When you meet that dude, you call him. He's good at that. Giancarlo Esposito has become a very good character actor.
He's become a chameleon.
When you need a certain character, you can call him, and he gonna come, and he gonna be that character, and he gonna play the shit out that character.
If I need somebody to explain something that's going on in a very almost condescending but measured way, that's who I'm bringing in.
Absolutely.
Explain this shit. So
What was that movie?
Very careers being character actors. What people don't like is when you try to kick and scream about against that type, but you've not shown us anything different. In all of the time that Alfonso Ribeiro been acting, this man been acting since the late 70s. You mean to tell me nobody has offered him any role outside of what we've seen? Mm-hmm. He didn't even switch up his character on the Fresh Prince. I can say Will Smith, as I watched that show, became a better actor on that show. From when he started to when he ended. Alfonso Ribeiro started as Carlton and he ended that fucking show as Carlton. He had good moments as Carlton. Mm-hmm. You made me feel things as Carlton, but he was Carlton the whole time. He was Carlton on Dancing with the Stars.
As far as I'm concerned, he hosts America's Funniest Videos as Carlton. He hosts Dancing with the Stars as Carlton.
Mm. That's just
what
who
about
he
In the House?
Is.
Next to LL Cool J.
That was Carlton.
That was Carlton.
It was broke Carlton.
Yeah. Broke Carlton. Okay.
And it was a bougie doctor.
Just own it. You know, if that's your thing, just own it and shut up.
That's who you are, dog. That's who you are.
What's the name? Keith David is always going to be, why did they put the beans above the Frank? But that's okay, because he comes in and he's Keith David, and that's all the fuck we need him to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Keith David just got to come in and talk. That's all.
Yeah, he's getting that voiceover.
You don't even need a face.
Right,
let me tell you, get close and whisper something to you.
There you go.
Every time he comes in, he's just going to say something, and the way he says that shit is just going to.
I'm shutting down the barbershop.
That motherfucker sound menacing on
I'm shutting
Rick
down
and
the
Morty.
barbershop.
I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just like, sometimes, it's okay to just be who you are, and you're very successful being that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real. It's hard. It's hard to just tell a motherfucker just be who you are, and you had to go to work with Will Smith every day. And this motherfucker, like me and my little brother, we got different moms. My mom is 5'8". My brother mom is 5'2". When we was growing up, I'd come home from college. Make sure you bring your basketball shoes. He playing ball. I'm not even a basketball player, but I'm just hooping in the gym. He's small. Yeah. Oh man, when I get tall like you, hey brother. We don't have the same gene
I don't
pool.
think you should
Our father is not tall.
I think you should bank on that one.
Right.
Like I'm already taller than our father.
Oh,
right.
And you're hey man.
Right.
If
nah,
you don't
let me have
my
little big brother.
I seen your uncle.
My little big brother, my younger brother is like damn near a foot taller than me. And it feels like a foot taller. He's only like 6'1". I'm 5'7". We can't stand next to each other and be like, are y'all brothers? Like, y'all know each other? Like, it's my little brother. Like, yeah. But yeah, so it's
I just you know, I think that they're I understand wanting to break out and be original and be an avant-garde, but I also think that there's something to be said about a steady and consistent career. Like there's a reason Samuel L. Jackson has more credits than everybody else. And it's because whenever somebody calls him and is like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, nothing. You need me on set? I'll come walk through. Like,
I got a motherfucker. You know I mean? I got a motherfucker sitting right here.
Right, sitting right here at all times.
Cocked and ready to go.
Right. Just tell me when and where, motherfucker.
Right.
But no, I genuinely think there's also just the aspect of like, just because if you get into that character role and you kind of get stuck there, you have to be good enough to get out of that. And I'm gonna say
Robin
that
Williams.
I don't feel like an Alfonso Ribeiro.
That nigga got tired of everybody calling him. That nigga got tired of everybody calling him Carlton. Just like Jaleel White got tired of everybody calling him Urkel. And it's like, hey man, I don't make the rules, brother. Go do something else.
Something different. Show me something
else so we can. So you
or
be
just
Jaleel.
own it. to be Urkel.
Because you know what? Who doesn't talk about people don't when people talk about and I'm throwing a name out that I'm old, but bear with me. Alyssa Milano. Okay.
Yeah.
No fucking body talks about who's the boss.
Not at all.
Right, there you go.
Not at all. And
right.
Actually,
it could be that, or you could be her in Charmed. Which one
or
do you
could be Tiffany Thiessen or Mario, whatever
Lopez.
Mario with the dimples. Where you're like, yeah, no, this is absolutely my claim to fame, and you know what? This is what I do, and I'm going to be this personality, and
I'm gonna
it's
ride
okay
it till the wheels fall off.
But they have positive ones, like Tiffany Amber Thiessen is. Nah, it's not.
Why not? He's just a nerd.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen is who many girls aspire to be and many boys aspire to date.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know no niggas who is trying to be Carlton.
True, but I knew dudes like point. Carlton.
Right.
Like,
yes.
They were already like
I'm a bet $1 million if you ask all of them, if you could trade this in for the wheel package, would you do it?
Well,
I do feel the same about Joey and Chandler.
And
although
hell yeah.
Matt, bless his heart, the one who passed away.
Chandler had more options than Ross.
Matthew Perry had really good movies.
Yeah, he
did. Whole 9 Yards.
Oh, yeah.
He did the one with Salma Hayek. I really liked that one.
Who's Russian?
Yeah. Whereas Matt LeBlanc really didn't. Bless him, but he's happy. I would be happy too if I was getting them Fringe residuals. I'm good.
The guy that
he's
played
done
Ross,
2 other shows too.
David Schwimmer.
Yeah,
I think he's done like a movie that I know of.
He did this movie called The Pallbearer that I really liked, and then
he's just sitting on his residuals.
I remember watching Entertainment Tonight and then being like, the pallbearer is going to catapult David Schwimmer into, and the only thing I know this nigga has is Ross.
It's Ross.
And the superhero on the environmental superhero on 30 Rock, who was telling everybody to close the refrigerator.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wow.
It's his greatest role.
See? How does that and Ross are side by side? Do you see what I'm saying? No, nothing break out from that.
So if I see you and I'm like, yo, Ross, you can't be mad
at all.
Right. At least I remember you.
It also turns into
Jaleel
like
White one time. He was like, what's up, man? I'm Jaleel. I'm just like, nigga. Yeah. I know you Jaleel, nigga. The fuck? Damn, stupid.
Autographs
That's
are
cool. I have the blonde. If he were literally today, to this day, if he walked up to me and was like, how you do it? I'd be like,
that's funny.
Easy.
Kardashian's dad.
Oh yeah, he was
that on
in the People versus OJ.
Right, he was. He was also in an HBO movie about breast implants that was actually really good.
That's right. But see, there again, like we had to really think about
breast implants.
Think about it. We had to think about what what's going on, Sneaks? We had to think about stuff that he's been in because that's Ross. I think it has one other thing to add to that. It's just like these aren't people who did this show like 1-2 seasons. These are probably like 10 plus. It's a lot of seasons.
Friends was 10.
Friends was 10. I think Fresh Prince was like 7.
8. Yeah. But I mean, it was. I would argue Fresh Prince is more popular than Friends because I don't know anybody.
Hell no. Yeah, hell no.
They don't got a Fresh Prince board game. They don't have Fresh Prince.
This is still America, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't know anybody. Okay, I know people who haven't seen Friends.
Will Smith is more popular than anybody on Friends individually, but Friends the show is more popular.
Bigger than
I'm one of them niggas that be talking about I don't watch Friends. I've seen Friends.
Watch Friends. I don't care.
At this point, we all.
I did. I started watching. Actually, ironically, I started watching Friends when Living Single jumped the shark. Living Single jumped the shark, and Sinclair and Overton got married, and they moved that boy in, and I didn't want to watch it, and I switched over because it came on at the same time, and that's when I started watching Friends.
I think the issue is
everybody. I feel like everybody has seen Fresh Prince. I have talked to people who have never watched Friends. I have not talked to anybody who hasn't watched Fresh Prince.
Oh, I have.
Now, to say that they're equal, they're even, you know, some people hadn't watched all 10 seasons of Friends.
Yeah, Friends is this is like Jeff said, this is America.
The Fresh Prince got shorted on merch. Because there's Friends everything.
Yeah, this is America. This is
you're right. I mean, but
predominantly white country.
That's marketing though, and it's and I get the popularity in that regard. I guess I'm just thinking just in terms of like everybody knows this, knows that. That's side note. The point being, these are people who have been on these shows for a very long time. And because they've been on these shows for a very long time, that's why we've made the association with that character. Everybody who's on Big Bang Theory, they're probably going to be in the same boat because they've got like 12 seasons or 10 seasons, some shit like that. That's Kutapali. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's Raj. That's not going to be Simon Helberg. No, it's, you know, you're going to be that character. That's Sheldon Cooper, bro. That's Sheldon.
And I think one of the things that we have to take into consideration.
Johnny Galecki was David on Roseanne.
Yeah. And we have to take into consideration that it is not that easy to get a good role in Hollywood. Like a lot of times we're saying we're consumers, so we're being picky. Oh, just get a better role. Show us something different. Well, something different may not necessarily always be available. And then when they do get that thing that's different, it's not advertised enough. We're not paying attention to it. Or it just wasn't written well enough, or, you know, it just didn't have the backing, the director behind it. You just didn't get the role. There were some of those characters who they should be typecast, but you get that good role and you're able to break out. You know what I'm saying? And
who you know, nepotism.
And it's not just who you know, but it's who knows you. You know what I'm saying? So it's who nepotism. You know who.
But it's also the choices you make, because.
Yes.
None of those people have done nothing, right? Even Jaleel White. He had a sitcom on UPN where it was like him and it was a married white couple and they lived in the building and he was like their black friend next door or some shit. Who the fuck told you to make that?
Right, but I mean, hasn't almost every other black comedian made that? Cedric the Entertainer has that same show. You know what I'm saying?
Jaleel White was in that.
Cedric the Entertainer is funny.
Right.
And
that show, no. But
right,
what you got to understand. But look, it's not the same show because Jaleel White was the only nigga on his show.
I gotta remember that.
Cedric the Entertainer, some white people moved into a black neighborhood. Jaleel White is him and two white people. If you look, I'm about to find the show right now. I think it's called like Grown Ups. Look at the Grown Ups poster. He the only pepper flake in the salt shaker.
It reminds me of where there was a Family Guy bit where they would do Michael B. Jordan shows, and other people were like back to back, or like they were jostling each other, like, oh, look at us, we're kooky kids,
yeah. This Thursday.
Oh God, I remember those commercials.
Yeah,
8:00 on Thursday.
These two plumbers try to figure it out.
And I'm a mess. Can we live together?
Watch Plum Crazy this Thursday on Fox. What?
Yeah. I mean, that's how it comes across.
We didn't watch that.
How it ends up being.
I got a block to be on. Bye.
It does remind this last comment. We got to close, y'all. I'm not going to have y'all up all night. I'm off tomorrow for a change, so y'all going to be mad. You had me up. We're not doing that.
Yes, I will. White I will.
Was in that. I know you'll text me and tell me I'm mad. Skeleton Crew, that Star Wars show we just watched. He was the bad guy with the big laser eye. I do remember that. That's the last thing I saw Jaleel White, and that's not going to be the saving role to get him something else.
See, that's the thing, man. If you in Star Wars, you got to be a nerd in Star Wars.
Bearable in person.
You need to be at a computer. You need to be at a robot fixing something.
He's so unlikable. Like, I can understand why nobody's offering him roles. He's terrible. I wouldn't want to work with him on a set. He's lucky. What's her name? Didn't Joanne or whatever her name is? He like she didn't pop him in the fucking mouth.
Joe Marie Payton.
Yes. Oh, he's not.
Hey, but he would be keeping it with lights on.
That reminds me of the Key and Peele.
I got Judy out of here. Anybody else got something to say?
Right. Right.
Okay,
you want to go upstairs and never come back? Keep talking. This is the Urkel show.
Just find the skit of Key and Peele where they have
the Urkel.
Carl Winslow talking to Jaleel.
She wasn't typecast. No,
that's hilarious. Jeff, you've been moved since you're there now. You've got the magic square. That is where you can find us. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it.
Just
I
showing
want to
off.
thank everybody. Teresa, you had it early. You was good. You were straight. I want to thank everybody who's been in the comments tonight. Taviavi, hey, it's been a pleasure. Venom, thanks for hanging out. We had our special guest on tonight. So Blurred Explorer Phil, I want to thank him for hanging out with us. I want to thank my cast tonight. Y'all are always awesome. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. So RG, Jeffrey, Brandy, Teresa, thank you again. We had a great time. We got to come up with something good for next week. We're gonna work on that.
Go Knicks.
I wanted to do like a whole little segment as we was talking about the FIFA.
They better give Spike his ring.
We still got time. We'll come back, Jeff. We'll talk about some World Cup next week, and we have a therapy session coming up real soon. We'll be talking about Avatar, so be sure to tune in for that. For Teresa, Brandy, Jeffrey, RG, I'm LG Geek Sam, and we are out of here. Peace.